you searching for that passive income? Are you not wanting to work for a living? Do you want to just sit on your ass all day long and watch money come in handfuls and droves? Well, you've come to the right place. Today we've got a lovely broadcast from Megan and maybe Regan as well. We don't know. We're just waiting to go live. But the promise is that you just need to build a community around you. You need to find 3 friends that you trust and you love, and you need to convince them to put their name in a database. In a few days' time, the people in that database will all be told that they have to invest $25 to lock their positions in the matrix. But don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to get $442,860 a month. You just need to believe. Blind faith. It's like a cult following. It's going to be good. Look, something's gone wrong here. What have I got? Oh, Rumble's not working. It's been normal. Anyway, we're just about going to go into Megan's live meeting. She's been busy this morning. She's got some really good good things to offer you here. We're going to go live view. We're going to go full screen on that mode. We are going to test our sound out before we even pop it on over there. Oh, my goodness.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, here we
Hello,
go.
everyone. Good evening.
Oh, let's have a listen. Let's see what's happening.
Everyone.
Oh,
Oh, hello. 137 people here so far. There will be about 600 people in the
All
not too
right.
distant future.
Welcome. What up? What up?
What up? What
Hey
up?
there.
What up?
Go ahead, guys. Unmute if you can. State your name. Let me know where you're calling from, please.
Joanna in New York.
Joanna from New York. Welcome.
Jazz from
South
Mississippi.
Carolina.
South
Christiana,
Carolina.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, I feel
South
like I've got to join
Carolina.
in here. Maybe I've got to join
California.
Sandra, Illinois.
Sandra,
Missouri.
Sandra, Maryland.
Let's see if we can join in with this conversation, shall we?
Stockbridge, Georgia.
John from Jamaica.
Camilla Barnes, Deltona, Florida.
Deltona,
Welcome.
Ada
Florida.
from California.
Let's see if we can join in this conversation.
Jim Ely from Hampton, Virginia.
Virginia, welcome.
Let's see what we can do.
All right.
might be a
Welcome, welcome.
Might be a bit echoey, but we'll give it a go.
Bridgeport, Pennsylvania.
Brenda, Cocoa, Florida.
Okay. All right. Welcome.
Barbados.
All right.
Watkins, Dallas, Texas.
All right. Welcome, everybody.
Here we go. Listen to this.
Mommy. All right. Welcome. We're going to get started in just a minute. All right. Welcome to the call. Thank you for joining us. Who else do we have?
Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, all the way from New Zealand.
Yeah. Well, let's just go ahead and delete him.
Oh, that's going to work. I'm already broadcasting the show live. Everybody is going to see whatever you say today. Everybody.
I've never had anybody. I feel sorry for celebrities that have weird stalkers. So hold on one second, guys.
Here we go. So now she's going to remove me. And we'll
Give me 1 second. We do have a stalker that we've been reporting. So we'll be live in here. What I might do, guys, is we may jump on inside the Telegram. Let's do that, because then I can just not unmute him. I know, he's just ridiculous.
I'm ridiculous.
So 1 second, and I will turn the chat off. Everybody's like, get a life, right? I already put my dad on him. My dad will be praying him away. I feel bad.
We're saved now then.
Okay, so hey, real quick, this is what I'm going to do. This will give us a chance to kind of talk into the Telegram. We're going to be getting a new system soon, and then we'll
good luck with that. No one else can get a new system.
We'll be by ourselves. But the great thing about haters, I have signed up so many people he doesn't really have any followers, very many.
More than you've got.
Said, hey, I found you on that strange guy's site. Can I get your referral link? Thank you.
I bet you that's never
Go
actually
ahead.
happened.
Take a picture, right? So hey guys, real quick, because I do want to be able to just talk with you guys. So I apologize, but can you guys go into the Telegram, and I'm going to go live in there until we can get into our new home that he won't be able to be a part of. Let me go ahead and just remove him. Beat it.
Yeah, she thinks she's removed
Just because
me.
I want us to be able to have like a free conversation.
About
And
scamming.
real quick, for those of you guys who are brand new, let me have you. So you can text me in here, but I don't want you guys to be all over his page. I don't mind because
I don't mind,
it's
but I
free
can't stop him.
advertisement.
It's not
But
working
go
in your
ahead
favor.
and do me a favor. Is there anybody that's brand new on this call? And then we're going to go type new in the chat. And then thank you, Lucid King. Call me when we get off of here, okay? Yep, we are going to, our link, I know. Yeah. Thank you so much. I think we talked before, so we're going to be in our own private area where no scammers or, stalkers or anybody
Stalkers.
can get on our stuff. So for you new people, I apologize. We are oh so very successful right now. So let me say this, and then do you guys mind if we go into the Telegram and I go live in there? And if you want to jump on, I'm just going to be in there just to ask questions. Or to answer questions if you guys have them. So real quick, let me spotlight myself so I can look good on his camera. Okay. Because he is streaming me live. So I want to say welcome to everybody.
Hey, thank you very much.
To you new folks. We're excited to have you. Let me tell you a little bit about our program, and then we're going to hightail it over inside Telegram.
So we've kicked her off.
And then,
so
does
we've
everybody
actually
have the
kicked her off
Telegram?
Zoom, which is what I wanted to do.
Okay.
So victory won.
Yeah, if you're from New Zealand, you can give me a phone call and we can plug you in. We actually blocked New Zealand, unfortunately, because Danny de Hek is in New Zealand. So we had to block it. So if you can't get on, you can give me a call and I'll figure out how to, write your stuff down. I'll figure out how to get you in. Everybody type 160 in the chat. We're actually in more countries than I've ever been in before. So I'm really super excited about that. We have well over 22,000 real people who feel the love and who feel the energy.
Feel the scam.
So we're excited to have all of you guys aboard. Let's see. I did get you the person who said they're from New Zealand. I'm just taking a picture of your phone number and I'll call you. Okay. All right. So welcome everybody. We are from all over. There's 212 of you on here. So again, this is a perfect opportunity to It's a perfect opportunity for us to just connect and answer questions. Obviously, we have our calls that go on. So
this is so funny.
I keep my link the same because we're perfectly fine. We have a great program. So just to give you guys the rundown, things are going really, really well. Our system is pretty phenomenal. And I'm just excited that over the next to February 16th, for those we're allowing people to actually just continue to sign up for free. We want you to be able to take a look at our program. We have, I truly believe, one of the best offers ever. It's probably why we get some opposition, but I don't really pay attention to that because you really know that you're doing the right thing when you have people from all over the world. I've gotten a chance to really, truly talk to people
so
from
what question should I ask in the
that
chat
I've never
box?
even heard of. And that makes me really excited. A lot of people ask the question, like, well, how do I market what you guys are doing? Well, peace, love, and joy. Because we didn't tell you what our name was of our company because we wanted it to be a big reveal. So our company's name is Vibe, VYB, and it's all about you. We've decided to focus on, really, truly building wealth with the kingdom. Okay. There are a lot of companies out here. Some are good and some not so good. And it happens. we get into businesses and not all of our jobs work out really well, but we definitely don't say that job is a scam, right? We just go find our tribe. So really quick update so that you guys know, and then we're going to go to the Telegram. Okay. And so I can answer your questions there, and I can unmute you and you can ask all the questions you want. Thank you so much, Lori. She's like, I got your back. I know, guys, listen, no weapons formed against us shall prosper. Didn't say that weapons wouldn't be formed. That's what you have to remember. And I think when weapons are formed against people, they forget that it's like, oh my God.
What is your favorite scripture?
There's been a lot of great prophets in the world, not saying that I'm a prophet by any means, but they were persecuted and we know how the story goes. So why would we be any different? We just have to stay in a vibration that is positive and be in.
Was your name inspired by the lady's device? Need I say more?
You know, they have it all, but they have crazy people. I mean, if little old me from a small town can have a crazy following me around, then all of you guys should have empathy for the celebrities that are on full display all the time.
Oh, you're not a celebrity, lady. You're a scammer.
Real quick updates. Number one, we're going to keep the free all the way until February 16th because we don't want to break you guys' momentum. Our goal is to bring in 50,000 people. Who is willing to commit to just focusing on?
I'm going to go in there with a third web browser
over the next, 24 hours, where you just focus on.
And we're going to use the name Mike.
I was talking to a young lady and I was telling her that in network marketing, we kind of have this jargon every once in a while, right? We have this different jargon and it's kind of that network marketing speak. And I don't particularly care for that network marketing speak. It's because people have heard it before. Speak from your heart. So when people ask you about the program,
so she's only
what is it?
250 people in here.
You don't have
which is
a product
brilliant because
right
that means the
now.
numbers
we roll
are
our
dying.
Product out February 1st. We're going to allow you to build for free all the way until February 16th. Sometime next week, you guys are going to be able to pay your $25.
Okay, we're going to get rid of the double
when you pay your
sound.
$25, that gets you a marketing kit, and it also gets you a position in the matrix. So you actually get to get in before everybody gets in on the 17th. Now, for those individuals who don't spend the $25, you won't get the marketing kit. So that's the difference. Okay. So it's almost like it is definitely a product. We're not selling air. So those two things, why am I paying $25? You want to fall in the matrix. That's my question.
She's answering my questions in the chat room, which is really funny.
You want to make sure that we have an opportunity. You have an opportunity to market your business. And then we won't be living on Zooms pretty soon because we're going to be traveling all over the country.
Sorry, it's a bit crackly,
to New Zealand.
but I'm actually going into ChatGPT at the moment, and I'm going to ask it to come up with some awkward questions to ask Megan.
Petty. I'm being petty, right? I can't help it. But somebody said, okay. Anyway, so you're going to still be able to build for free because we want you to still be able to bring people in and they can look at our platform. You can't see much back there right now because a lot of things are hidden, but you will be able to pay that $25. The second thing is stay focused. Okay. I think you guys need to go back to sharing my 13-minute video. That 13-minute video is on the website. Join one more time. Write that down. Join1moretime.com. Go to that website. I'm going to show you guys. No. You can go there. Join1moretime.com. It'll say click the video and it's a scrolling. It's kind of like hidden a little bit. So there's 3 videos. Share my first video. It says unretired. Share that video because a lot of people will watch the 3-minute video, which is nice. It looks great. Tony did a phenomenal job, but it is more on the network marketing side. So people will watch it and say, well, I still don't know what the product is. Well, I'm not going to join because I don't know what this is. But if they watched my video, 8,100 people came in because I told them I'm launching my own company. I'm launching a company. So anybody.
Please give me some awkward questions to ask Megan.
people love it. So
Okay, here we go.
there you go. In
I'm asking
160 different
ChatGPT.
countries. So just to get a little plug out there. So vibe is really a feeling. And in that video, I told people exactly, because I was actually
Let's see
talking
if we
to
can
my
control
people.
the narrative
I
of her
sent messages
conversation.
to people in my phone. They knew me. They don't ask me questions because they know me. They know who I am. They know what I've done. They've done business with me.
We know what you've
so
done.
it was
You've
nice
promoted
because I didn't
10
have to
different
answer
scams over the
to
last
those
5 years.
128 people. I got in my phone and I sent them a message in less than an hour
6,000.
and told them, meet
6,000
me on
people.
a Zoom at 8 o'clock. That was an hour and a half. Yes or no, yes or yes, type it in the chat. Could you do that? Could you do that? Because I don't know why people think I'm doing something so special. I didn't go cold market. I called everybody in my phone. I texted them in less than an hour and said, meet me on a Zoom. I didn't have a PowerPoint. You can watch the video. And I said, don't ask me any questions. I'm not going to tell you what the product is. I'm not talking about it right now. I'm not going to tell you how much it cost. We are on a kingdom move. So you
She's
had
doing
to
it in the
know.
name of God.
They knew, right? They knew that we were going to be up against some opposition, but only if you pay attention to it. Like I put my head down and I focus. Like haters, like people always say, you know, just hustle so hard that your haters ask you for a job.
Oh, yeah, I want a
Hustle
job.
so hard that your haters want to know if you're hiring.
Why
Like,
would you
that's
have
what I
haters
do. I
so
don't
you're
have
doing
time to be
something
worried
legitimate?
about sheep, right? Not when you're trying to feed the sheep that are wanting to become basically lions, right? Lions don't lose sleep over opinions of sheep. And what you guys
Can you
need to
provide
focus
any
on
proof
right
that
now,
your
if you
mentorship
want
program
to, I'm
has
not
helped
telling you
someone
what to
achieve
do,
the promised
but what you
income?
need to focus on doing is not being network marketing. This is a network marketing company, but it's a relationship marketing business. It's affiliate on the front end. It's a unified
so I've asked my
matrix on
first
the back
question.
end. I don't
Second
need to
question.
keep all the money. A lot of owners aren't going to do what we're doing because it would cut into their bottom line. I don't need a lot of money. I'm on a whole nother mission.
So
I
I've
didn't even
asked,
know it was
if
MLK Day
23,000
tomorrow.
people pay $25 each, that's
Perfect timing.
$575,000. What
Right?
specific value
And
are
Danny
they
de Hek
getting?
called me on the phone and called me all kind of N-words
I
and
did
everything,
not do
like
that.
serious racist, but it doesn't move me.
I did not do
It
that.
really doesn't, because that's when you know you're on the right track, when you truly
Oh my
are
God, I
trying
can't
to
believe she says that.
just show people how to save themselves. I can't save you guys. All I can do is offer you an opportunity. And believe it or not, the majority of the people I talk to all over the world, they have financial issues. Put a 1 in the chat if you know somebody who has a financial issue right now, right? You know somebody who's constantly complaining about money. And when people bring them an opportunity, they're not ready for it. But success is when preparation meets opportunity. The reason why I'm successful in this right now, because I'm prepared
You're not
for it.
successful. You
I've
haven't
done this
accomplished anything.
before.
You've
I've
just got a
done it well.
database.
I've done it in companies that had good intentions, but it didn't quite work out. But we have to stop having trauma all the time, and we have to focus on where we're going. If you keep looking back, right, you're not going to get there as fast. Like, trust and believe.
I'm trying to
Try to look forward and walk
crackles
backwards
here.
and see if you get there quickly. You won't, right? So I want you guys to understand, you don't have to do anything special. You do not. And we have to focus on where we're going. All you have to do is looking back your phone, right? And call everybody. You're not going to get there. Bev did. I was talking to Bev last night. I just met her yesterday. And she has an amazing story. She called me at 4 o'clock in the morning because I was still up, and we vibed out for an hour and a half. And then I told her a couple things to do. I said, who's your sponsor? Who's your sponsor? I said, okay, tomorrow I need you to call and introduce me to your sponsor. And then tell your sponsor to introduce me to their sponsor, and tell that sponsor to introduce me to their sponsor. Do you know it only took us like less than 30 minutes? I don't know why she's saying that. I phoned her up all the way up the food chain, because she doesn't answer my phone calls. All the way up to the top, which is going to lead somebody else must be phoning her up, or my sister or Dre, because we started the chain. Most of the time, it's going to lead back to my one phone call that I did where I had 128 people, and I said, "Don't ask me any questions. Meet me December 26th." I will tell you everything that I possibly can. I didn't tell them the product, the name. I did show them the comp plan on the Unity side. Everybody type Unity in the chat. The comp plan on the back end is, don't look at it as a pyramid. You have to look at it as, well, you don't have to do anything. Let me take that back. A lot of people get into network marketing companies, and the reason why they're not super successful is lack of focus, lack of vision, and really, truly just treating it like a business and not an opportunity to build a legacy for your family, right? So I've literally been sitting right here all day since 7 o'clock this morning. My voice is gone. I got to make some tea all day, talking to so many different people. I got a chance to talk to the top 50 leaders. Well, top 32, because 20 of them they need to enable their Telegram. That's my next thing. And then I just bounced around from Zoom to Zoom, and I met different people. A lot of people are finding me on YouTube from all over the place, even from the haters. I signed up 10 people from that guy's website because they're like, I know that guy, and he's kind of strange, and I was wondering if I could get your referral link. Sure, you
whatever.
can.
Talk about lies,
Come on
man.
in.
If I had that much power,
So I do want you guys to
start my own
understand
scam.
that you just gotta just share on your phone. Like, you could get off this call, and in a moment we're gonna go to Telegram because I want to talk to you guys. And you can share and say, hey, I'm doing a call tonight at 9 o'clock. Meet me there. Whoever shows up, shows up. And then speak your heart. Like, why are you in this program? Because it's your company just as much as it is mine. You're going to pay taxes just like I'm going to pay taxes.
Left, right, and center.
Right? If you make money
and she's not answering them,
I'm going to pay taxes.
Popping up in her chat room,
business,
and I'm sure it'll be distracting.
So you have to start speaking. Sometimes it's a we, sometimes it's a I. I started my own business. I need you to jump on this call. And then it's you on there talking to your people, because I don't pull any punches with my people. So when 128 of them showed up, not one of them has called me to ask me, now I need to know what the product is. Now what's really, because they already know me. They're somewhere building like crazy. They are not asking me any questions. So I want you guys to understand that we are moving at a rapid rate. We have 30 days before this massive launch, and the whole world is going to see. Where will you be at that point? Just share for free. $25 will be sometime next week. And then you can still share for free, and they can pay the $25. You'll get your marketing kit. You can, and then you ensure that you go into the matrix before the people who come in February 17th. If you don't pay your $25, you won't go in the matrix. Everybody else will fall in, you won't go. The only way that you can now get into the matrix is you would actually have to pay your membership, which we'll talk about on, we'll be talking about that on, what day is that? February the 1st, okay? So super excited. Last thing, I want to give an update on emails. And then if you guys want to follow me to Telegram, you can. If you're having any kind of support issues, the only people who are having support issues are people who spelled their emails incorrectly, okay? We're getting on tonight at 9 o'clock. It's not a lot of you. It's maybe 80 of you left on support tickets. We're going to take care of it, okay? If your sponsor is wrong, you have to go through the, you have to log in if you don't have the right sponsor.
She's definitely shaken and very tired.
Find your sponsor's name. You got to scroll all the way down, okay?
Don't ask questions.
I just had a person, like 4 or 5 people say, I can't find my sponsor because they didn't keep scrolling. Your sponsor's name is in there 4 different ways,
your whole database.
But we know who it is. So
they
our
had
programming team is so
people.
phenomenal that they just built code, right? They just built a code to say, this person right here, Joe Smith.
She's lost the plot. We've definitely shaken
15
her.
different names. Because that's what happened. People spelled each other's names wrong. So if you get back there and you don't see your sponsor, then keep scrolling until you find their name and then put them there. Okay. Somebody said, how do we join Telegram? Let me give it to you guys. And the spammers are already in that Telegram, but we don't pay attention to them. So if somebody calls you in that Telegram, I'm only using that Telegram as a prospecting tool. How many of you guys think that Telegram is like really helping you? I'm going to put this in here real quick before the spammer gets in there. Hold on. There you go. There's the Telegram. Now I'm going to shut it off. Okay.
Chat disabled. So she's going to get out of here.
Telegram is really designed. We're not going to live in here. We're going to live in our own space that nobody else will be able to be a part of unless they've paid their membership. So I'm sure
so let's turn on
any negative Neds and negative Nancys won't get into our new home we're going to move into because they would actually have to pay.
So now Mike Hunt.
And I don't think they have any money because they have like 17 followers. So I do want you to understand that we are going to be here to support you guys every step of the way.
Yeah,
so I want to show you this real quick. Use this as a marketing tool. If people don't believe you, put them in here and say, well, just scroll and you're going to see how many people are actually joining the space. Okay. So we're going to hop over into this Telegram. Make sure you guys, you will be able to raise your hand and everything if you have a question. But I'm going to hang out over there for about 40 minutes just in case you do have questions. Actually, hold on 1 second before we do that. Let's do this really quickly. I'm going to allow you guys to hop over into that particular Telegram in just a second. Let's see. 1 second.
He's going to let us go into that Telegram. Aren't we lucky?
One more time. If you're brand new and you're hearing this for the first time, just type new. This was really kind of supposed to be just people already in, but we welcome you if you're new anyway. Okay. Hi, Michael. Hi, Agatha.
So 291 people in here at the moment.
I see you. I see you. Okay. Well, hang out for just a second, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, let me show you what all the fuss is about real fast, and then we'll get out of here for Q&A.
Brilliant.
So our company is called Vibe, and it's really just a feeling. On February the 1st, like I said, we're going to talk about the mission. We're going to make it a super big deal, so we're excited about that. And you guys are going to have an opportunity really, truly to see like this product line come to life. So, 1 sec.
See what she's going to do.
There we go. All right. So real quick for you new folks, and then we'll go to Telegram. So I'm really asking for you guys to believe one more time. I am asking for you to get plugged in. Write this down for me real quick. When you sign up, we are going to change the sign up process and make it even more simple, right? So when people sign up in the back, they will put their information in. You have to verify your email twice. It's a double opt-in. It's a new thing that Gmail is doing. So make sure you double opt in and verify your email. The most important thing when you get back there is you need to change your profile, okay? Make sure that it's correct. Make sure everything is in there that should be in there. So write that down, guys. The problem with the sign up that I didn't like is once you did your profile, you didn't know where to go. And some of us, hi, Stephen. I see Stephen out there. Some of us, we don't want to have to tell people, oh, go push the notifications and get into the Telegram.
IOP, what's that stand for,
George?
Hey,
you need to make sure that you use your correct referral link because there's 3 of them back there and they all lead basically to the same place. Or you don't want to have to tell them, hey, create a custom link. So we're kind of redesigning the back office. You're going to see it. When you log in, it should take you to a getting started.
So you redesign
like, step 1,
the back end of an office that's only 3 weeks old.
So all you have to do is tell your people, go to the back office and complete the getting started. How many of you guys love that? Okay.
Oh, I love it.
I do, because I don't have time to sign up 500 people and walk everybody through and answer questions and all of those things. Somebody said, please explain the product. They clearly didn't get the memo. Go to joinonemortime.com and watch those videos. We're not talking about the product. We're talking about the who's and the whys, okay? So I want you guys to make sure that you, if you're new on here, you can get with your sponsor and they'll give you the Telegram link on here as well. Get plugged in, ask questions. I try to answer you guys as much as I can, but I would rather talk to you in the Telegram than get a whole bunch of phone calls during the day. If you call me during the day, you're probably not going to get me because I'm on Zooms. I'm doing, if it's not a three-way call and a launch call, I'm probably not answering the phone. Everybody write that down. All I'm doing for the next 120 days is three-way calls and launch calls. And if I do talk to you, it's probably going to be late at night. Okay. So that's when things have kind of slowed down. All right. Yes, Kara, we're getting to the comp plan. I tell people it's going to rain. It is. This is the biggest launch ever. Our products are in the fintech space. I'm super excited to show you guys what we have and our partnerships, because Vibe is really about partnerships. So I know you're going to love it. You'll know about that February 1st. You can also learn how to earn independently, and you really need a wealth plan. How many of you guys understand that if you're making 10, 20, 30, 50, 100,000 a month, and I know that's going to blow some of your minds. It doesn't blow my mind because I'm poor when it comes to my friends. Like most of them are making 4 million.
She's got so much wealth
right?
in her
And
life that she's the
I
poor
definitely,
version.
yes, we have income claims, all that good stuff, right? Past profits don't predict future gains. We get
Ooh,
that.
of course
This
not.
is a training. So stay focused. Okay. I want you guys to understand also that nothing is
Here we go. Here's the big one,
guaranteed.
guys. You can make
But you know what is guaranteed? If you work,
$442,860 a
you
month.
get paid. That's a guarantee. If you do what you need to do, you get paid. And that 3x10 matrix pays out $442,860 a month in $5 bills, $3 or $5 bills. So when you drop in the matrix, the only way you can stay in the matrix is if you purchase a product. That's the only way. Okay. The only way you can stay in the matrix is if you purchase a product. Kara, you're asking a lot of questions. I need you to just focus for a second.
That's
okay.
me.
Focus for a second and listen. And I don't mean to be direct, but I'm super direct. Okay. I used to teach, and if I'm teaching the 4 kinds of sentences, don't ask me about iambic pentameter. You don't have to know what that means. I need you to focus. Okay. So the products are going to be talked about February 1st. We're focused on the matrix, the Unity side. Okay. So when you guys get put in the matrix, you'll already know what the products are.
Can you please come up with some questions that she believes that you are genuine to get the conversation going?
3, 9, 27, 81, all the way to 59,000 spots. Answer this question for me, guys. Yes or no? Do we have more than 3 people in this business? Do we have more than 3? Yeah. Do we have more than 9 people? Do we have more than 27 people? Do we have more than 81, 243, 729, 2187, 65, 61? It's a pre-launch. How many of you guys would like to have that many people in your business if you actually pre-launch correctly? Just put a 7 in the chat if that's you. Okay. So have I really done anything that's too hard for you guys to do? And you have 30 days to mimic what I've done. You have 30 days to mimic what some of Bob's done. You have 30 days to mimic all of the leaders that I got a chance to meet. Tracy, I got a chance to meet so many great people. And I don't want to say too many names on here just because we have ears listening, but I'm not doing anything
Well, you just
special.
put all their names and their database on your website.
I'm really not. I'm not doing anything special at all. I just
You're
am taking
scamming people
action. That's it.
out of
And the action that I'm taking
$575,000
is really
by
not
asking them
that
for
big of a deal.
$25
I
each
just
for a
called
booty
people on my
bag.
phone. And I know I was talking to somebody and they're like, yeah, but you have people in your phone who are this and that. Well, those are going to be excuses.
This and that.
Thank you, Lori. I love you. You do. I mean, I've always wanted to work with you, to be honest. I'm just kind of reading the chat. There are so many leaders I've always wanted to work with, and we just haven't been in the same space. And now like magnets, we're all coming together and we're going to do some really big things. So I just want you guys to understand, like, don't be network marketing right now. Because when you start giving people scripts, you know, when you start, we've already heard them. Our biggest teams over here are 50 years old to 70 and 80. They've heard a lot, right? So as soon as somebody starts giving me the network marketing spiel where it's like, I'm like, just tell me, what's the comp plan? Seriously, I'm like, what's the comp plan? What's the product?
That's incredible.
Well,
so
right
that's
now,
all that matters, isn't it?
our focus
It's about the commission you're going to get
unify.
if you
So
sell
everybody
somebody
type
into it.
unity in the chat. Again, type it. The matrix is to unify you guys. We don't need to keep all the money. We can most definitely charge
So
you
what's the product?
whatever
Money,
we want
isn't
for
it?
our product line because it's that good, but we choose not to. We have a front end direct sales. We have a back end, which is the matrix. Every person that falls into your organization, you get a $3 bill or a $5 bill of that
a month.
Subscription. You get fast start bonuses every single month. You can sign up one person, or you can sign up 10,
awesome.
or you can sign up 100, or you can do like some of our leaders on that leaderboard and sign up 500 if you want, because you're going to make $40 times whatever number of personals you have who purchase a product, up to $40. If they bring anybody in, that's second level. That's paid out every week. I'm sorry, every month. Could we keep it? Let me ask you, yes or no? Have you been in a company where they've paid you a fast start bonus?
Of course not, because they're all freaking liars.
Month that somebody pays their membership? Yes or no? And I'll wait. And if you say yes, I'm like, that's interesting because I've studied a lot of companies and I've never been in one. And I've been in companies with some of the biggest people. So some of you say yes. Okay, great. Fantastic. But there are very few. So 99% of you say, I've never seen it. Nope. They usually pay you a fast start the first month to kind of get you in. And then they don't pay you a fast start every month. Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever had something paid this much on a check match bonus where you get 100% match on everybody that you personally refer? Some companies, yes. So I might get a couple yeses in there. We pay you $3 to $5 through 10 levels. And somebody said, well, what about the other levels? Well, you're making $88,572 in $3 and $5 bills. And we're not selling air. We're just taking the membership and we're paying it back.
When will
to
the full website or product launch be expected? And what
we just know comp plans, and we know we would rather pay you than keep it for ourselves. And every company should do that. So I do want you guys to understand that you will be able to hang out into the matrix if you don't refer anybody for just a little bit, and you can still make 5 levels. Just give it back to the people. Okay. Check matches are unreal. If you help 3 people make 500, you're going to make an extra 500 a month plus your own, income on the matches.
She's here by herself.
She's got no
co-host.
Our branded presentation, but you will be able to see it pretty soon.
Talk about
you also need to understand that rookies make up to $1,800 a month.
She's trying to get through her pitch deck.
There's a few things you need to do. Creators. I love our titles. Isn't it great? I want to be a creator. That's $5,000 a month. I want to be a promoter. It's up to $16,000, and influencer is up to $49K. An icon is up to $147, and a legend is up to $442. Okay. There are a lot of people who don't get it because they've never been in the room with people who make this much money. I know a lot of you guys have. Okay.
Prove it.
Just put me in the chat because I can see if you've been in the room with people making comfortably $50,000 a month or higher. Okay. Perfect. There's a lot of you. So you guys aren't new to this space. And I'm not trying to act like we reinvented the wheel. But you have to understand, if they can do it, then why can't you make it? Oh, my partner's out there. Guy, raise your hand. Because Guy, I want you to tell them what to do real quick. Okay. So, and I'm just talking to the new people right now. It's easy to hit these ranks. I see you, Guy. It's easy to hit these ranks on purpose, intentionally. We did not want you to have to jump through the hoops to max out.
Hey guys,
The
if you want to come in
matrix,
here
okay?
and join the chat
Sorry,
room,
one second.
just go to Zoom and the ID is here
I need a mouse.
and the password is
Okay.
VYB. So I'll put
What's
that in the
going on,
chat.
King Coates? You can unmute.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can. Thank you so much for the word. How are you?
I'm awesome and amazing. I can't complain at all. I'm just allowing God to do what he do.
I
Hopefully
know.
everybody else out there is doing good too and enjoying what's happening. We taking it day by day, one day at a time.
We are. So you gave me an awesome word because I want people to understand this matrix. It's really a gift. I truly believe, not just for you guys, it's a gift from God for me. Like, we created my dream. King Coates, remember we always talked about, if I did it, I'd do it like this.
Right. Absolutely. And you finally got it. That's why I'm here. That was one of the main reasons why I'm here. I told
317
everybody, I
people
don't
in
know
here
if you
now.
guys have actually heard my story of why I actually locked in, but I was literally at my job, just over broke. But at the same time, I was at the barbershop and I was looking at YouTube because I normally watch YouTube with my clients. And I seen you and your sister come across the YouTube. And I just started watching it. Like, I don't know, but I've already been told that God is about to open doors for us this year. First of all, two, you can feel it. I don't know if anybody else can feel it, but you can literally feel it if you make moves and take action on the thing that he told you to do.
Yeah.
And I know everybody under the sound of my voice, you feeling like there's something that you're supposed to be doing and you're supposed to be operating and moving in bold faith this year. We're not running from last year. We're moving to what we're supposed to be moving into. If y'all understand what I'm saying. So when I saw the video, I had to hit her up because about time. Thank you. Thank you for actually putting this together. About time, and you're doing it right. So if you're on a call, this is your first time here, second time. Look, if you're on a call, the way that you got here is the same way that you get someone else here.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science. The same way you got on this call, get somebody else on a call and give
See
it
the screen
away.
behind my shoulder?
It feels good when you help somebody else out. When you're doing this thing for yourself, it don't feel as good. I'm telling you.
It don't feel as good, King.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel as good. But when you look out for other people, don't y'all feel good?
She's pretty
Making
sad at
somebody
the
else
moment.
feel good?
Whoop,
When
whoop.
you do what you're supposed to do, don't it feel good?
Terry Davis,
When
you're in
you
there too.
actually do what God is telling you to do, it feels good. It doesn't feel that way when you're selfish.
Look at Terry
So,
Davis.
this
Love
is that
it.
year, man. I'm excited.
Hey,
I'm
look at that.
not even thinking about
Porn
like
on
right
the
now. I'm thinking
screen.
about like 3 months from now, where we
Brilliant.
gonna be at. I'm thinking about in 6 months, where we gonna be. Do y'all know about what we gonna be at by the
Look at
end of the
this.
year? Do
Tug
y'all see
Man's
how the
on the
numbers is
screen.
flowing in now?
I'm glad you
I'm
can't see that
excited
on my
about
other
that.
screen.
Definitely.
Look at the screen.
Definitely.
I hope everybody understands what I'm saying. This is not about right now.
that's
When
not
you
me
sow a
doing it.
seed, you reap a harvest later.
He's just got Tug Man on the screen. Oh,
So
it's
don't grow
brilliant.
weary in y'all well doing, y'all. I'm telling you, sow the seed, throw the seed everywhere because it's good seed.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Guy, what would you say about, guys, don't pay attention to the pictures in there. We're gonna hop off. And that it's
Look
just
at that.
demonic. I mean, can you tell, like, when you're doing something you're supposed to be doing and it's just, let me shut the thing off real quick. Hold on one second. And we're gonna hop off. So I apologize to the new people, but
It's a
let's go ahead and
scam.
hop off over into the Telegram real quick, because obviously we have
I don't get the blame for
King
that.
Coates. Before
Brilliant
we go,
stuff.
we're going to hop to the Telegram and talk. What do you say to the enemy? Because we
The
clearly
enemy,
have one
the
person
savior.
who has a lot of time on
You
his
don't.
hand.
You have to have, like, when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, it's going to happen. Like, I literally been reading Job, and you know how the enemy was
Read
like,
Jonah,
"Hey,
mate. He got eaten by
you
a
got this
whale.
protection around Job. You know what I'm saying? Remove this protection, and I'll get him to curse you to your face." Right? And obviously, this is my thing. The enemy already knew that God had protection around Job, which is why he said, if you remove the protection around Job, I can get him to do what? Curse you to your face.
I'm not doing
So
the
that means you
nude
already
stuff, by the
tried
way,
Job.
guys.
The enemy knows that we are already victorious. It's just He tries to get in other people's head and make you think that you're not.
Yeah.
Like the game is already over. All we doing is walking to the finish line or running to the finish line.
Hey,
or
This meeting is being recorded.
Either way, the
You're
finish line
selling
is there. We
vibes.
already
So she
passed
wants
it.
to
It's
record
already
this
over.
like it's me doing it. Oh my God.
We just waiting for the paperwork to catch up. The enemy can't stop
By the way, guys,
nothing.
I'm not doing anything here other
We
than
can't be plucked
broadcasting
from
my own.
God's hand. You know what I'm saying? Like the victory has already been won. We're not victims. We're victors. It's already over with. So if you're not doing something right, or when you're doing something right, an enemy is going to always show up. Point blank period. And he can only get the weaklings that don't know who they are. That's just what it is.
She's recording this
So
at the
we're not even
moment
going to give him no
to prove that people are
don't give him no glory,
putting
man.
disgusting
Not at
pictures
all.
online.
Well, we're going to move into a new system. So let's hop over to
No one's got a
Telegram,
new
'cause I know he's
system. If there's a new
hijacked and
system
he's
out there, we'd know about
and
it,
that's what he
Megan.
wants. And we're not going to give it any energy, but we're
Oh,
going to
but
just
you
pray
are,
right
though.
now,
You're
Lord
talking
God, in the
about
name
it.
of Jesus,
You've
that
been
we
shadowed.
are going to cancel everything that the enemy has against us. We know that
Yep.
we are getting ready to walk into a massive transfer of wealth, but that
Oh
wealth
my
really
God,
isn't money, Lord God. It's just the wealth of your people.
$442,860
We
a
understand
month
that
is
we
what she's
are,
promising you.
you know, there's
And she's going to make
Zoom attacks, right? But we know that tomorrow
$575,000
there was
when
a
people
person
pay
who
their
had a dream that we would all be
$25
able to
each.
really truly be
And
able
no
to
one's talking
live
about
a
the
life
elephant in the
together
room.
that I truly believe that God intended for us to live together.
This is great.
I just want to say thank you for each and every one of the people that are on this call right now. I pray that you protect their eyes and their ears and their heart, Lord God, and let them know that it is a battle, right? It's a battle, but the worst that people can do is hijack your Zoom. There were people, Lord God, that were bombed. There were cities that were bombed. There were people that
rubbish.
not just
You're not
minority
coming
people,
in
but
on
there
the
were
name of
people
God in
walking
this one.
hand in
You're
hand
just a
that were fighting
disgusting
against
scammer. You even
atrocities in
called
this
me a
world,
friggin'
Lord God, and
racist
it
the other
happens
day.
every single day. So if the worst that can happen is that we have a
Go
Zoom
for it.
attack and we have a stalker, Lord God, then we just want to say thank you
keep
right now
praying.
that that's all it
I hope
is.
you're praying
We
to
just want to say
Satan
thank
or
you right now. We
Lucifer.
ask that you cancel the enemy out right now, Lord
It's
God,
not
in
going
the
to
name
help
of
you,
Jesus.
though. That's why
We
you've
know
got
that
all these problems. If there
December
was a God
26th,
and you was doing
when
God's
we all
work, you
decided to
wouldn't
come
have
together,
these
it's only been
problems.
25 days, Lord, and you have
Oh,
literally
go
built a
get off
billion-dollar
Zoom, get off the internet,
empire.
and go into your
You have
private
literally
community and
built,
scam all
and we
your
understand
Christian
that people on this call may
You're
not be able to
disgusting,
see
Megan.
right now,
You're not
but those
praying to God.
individuals
You're
who have
praying to
vision will
Satan.
see, and they will
Lucifer
see in the
is
next
your
30 days,
friend.
Lord God, that your
Lucifer, you're
glory
Satan's
is the
helper,
only
Megan.
thing
Megan, you're
that we are going to
Satan's
focus on.
helper.
Your grace
You
and your
are
mercy,
Satan's
we are so
helper.
very thankful for it.
And you
We are
are
thankful that
scamming
there are
people, and you've
people
got a
on this
history
call
of being
right
a
now that I
scamming
talk to you, Lord God,
person. You
that
have been
literally
promoting
died
10
3
Ponzi
times in the
schemes and
ambulance
scams
and
over
was
the last
brought
5
back
years,
for,
and you
honestly,
have
they
rinsed
think
and
for a
repeat,
time such
and
as
you're
this,
just doing the
because they
same
feel
old
like that
shit.
their
You
lives
are a
have
broken
meaning and
scammer.
that they
You
still have
are
work to
not
do on
making
this
any
earth. And you
money,
saw
so
fit,
you've come up
Lord
with this
God,
new
to
idea to
take them
scam people for
from
one
death
last
to
time.
life
And that's
and to
why
put
you
them
have
in
the
this
website
environment, Lord God, where we can work together
joinOneLastTime.com,
and we
because
can
you
show
just want to
people all
scam
over the
people
world,
and get all
Lord,
their money. You are a
that unity
scammer. You
is
are a
is
bottom
the
feeder.
strongest
It
weapon
doesn't matter
against
if you
any
pray,
evil.
because you're not
That
praying to
unity is
God.
the
And if
strongest
you really
weapon against
cared, you would
any
kick me out
evil.
of here.
And
But you're
some people
hoping
don't like network
this is
marketing, relationship
this is not
marketing,
about not liking
pyramid,
network
whatever they
marketing.
want to
It's
call it,
about
Lord
not
God, but it's
liking
the
people that
only
are
structure
defrauding
I
people who
truly
don't know any
believe where
better.
somebody
You're
at the
going to get what's
bottom can
coming to
rise to the
you
top and
because
they
you're
don't
a
need a
scammer.
degree. They
You're
don't need to
scamming mum
have a
and
silver
dad
spoon in their
investors.
mouth. They don't need
And
to
you
have
need
had
to stop.
anything
You
else,
need to
Lord God,
cease and
except
desist. And you can
just
keep
faith
praying to
in you
Satan all
that
you
their
want,
life could be
Megan.
better.
It's not going to
So
help
we
you.
thank you that this
If
is an
Jehovah,
opportunity for
if
all of us, no
Yahweh,
matter
if
where we
God,
live,
if Jesus was going to help you,
where
you
we
wouldn't be having
grew
these
up,
problems in your
who
Zoom
our
meeting.
parents were,
But
what
this is what
degrees we
happens to
have,
naughty
that we
little
have an
people.
opportunity to
Satan
take
is
our
coming
families
after you.
from
Satan
zeros to
is the one
heroes
that is going to get
almost
after you.
overnight,
You can
Lord God,
keep
and the
praying to
world
your
will see
fake God.
February
You're going to get
17th
thrown out of the temple because
just
you're
how amazing
practicing.
this
You're
opportunity
trying
is.
to make
And it's
money.
just an invitation. That's all
You're
it is,
trying
Lord
to make
God. It's an
money.
invitation to know you better. It's an
What's on the screen?
invitation to believe one more time.
Oh, one
It's an
more
invitation
time.
to be able
One
to
more
show our
time.
families, Lord God, that all of our hard work and our our
If God was,
entrepreneurial spirits have
if
not
God was
gone to
helping you,
waste,
you wouldn't be
right?
having this
Yes,
problem
we've
now,
gotten
and
into
I'd get struck by
opportunities that
lightning.
maybe didn't work
You
out.
pray all you like, lady.
But
It's not
because
going
we
to help
didn't give
you.
up and we believed one more time, Lord God, that
Oh,
you're going to
believe one more
elevate us
time. You made this
above
up
all
3 weeks
evil.
ago.
You're going to make our
It's not going
enemies
to
our
make
footstool right
any
now. We ask
problem.
that any
You're not going
weapon
to.
that is
You're not going to
formed
win this
against us
battle.
shall
You're praying.
not
You're Satan's
prosper.
little helper,
But
Megan.
only you,
You
Lord
are
God, will get the
Satan's
glory,
little
not
helper,
me.
and you're
I do not
recording
want them to
this
see me.
because you want
I
to
do not want
prove
them to praise
that
me.
Satan
I want
is
them
on
to
your
understand,
side.
Lord God, that they
Yeah.
cried to you
Oh,
and
through
you
your
heard
Son
them.
Jesus Christ,
And it's
amen.
going to
Through your
happen
Son
not
Jesus
30
Christ,
years from
amen.
now.
Praise
It's going to
Jehovah.
happen
Praise the
30
God. What
days
God are
from
you
now.
praying to?
If they will
Megan, you're
pick up
praying to the wrong
they'll
God.
put on the full armor
If
of
you were
God
praying to
and
the
take
right God, they
heed
wouldn't
and
allow
let
me to
love
do
be
this.
their
And
guide.
oh look,
We're
here
going
he's
to follow
back.
your lead, Lord God. Thank you. In the
Terry's
name of
here.
Jesus.
Terry's your
Amen.
friend. Terry's your little helper. You're selling vibes. This is a vibe, a lady's vibrator. Is that it? Looking at this.
I'm so
I
glad you
never pray
prayed.
in front of
Look at
people
this.
I
either because I
know. I
Absolutely
can
amazing.
tell. And it like
Oh,
I seen the flow though.
loopy.
I seen the flow. Like I felt it over here. I don't know if anybody
Oh,
else felt it in the chat,
yeah, I
but I
did.
felt it over here. I'm proud of you, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know
thank
what
you.
I'm
I
saying? And love on, you know what I'm saying, all the enemy, because it's not them.
Oh
It's
my
not them.
God. This
It's
is
a
so funny.
spiritual attack, man.
See ya.
It's not even the person
No,
that, you know, you think it's
it's
not
not
even them.
God. This is
Because
not
we
God.
don't battle with
This is not
flesh. I
God.
mean, with flesh, it's principalities and spirits and rulers in high places. It's not
Satan's
them.
helper.
Right. Right.
He
I'm
probably
excited.
they
I
probably
woke up with
need
purpose.
us, man.
So we're going to go over to the Telegram real quick so that we don't have to deal with all the madness and stuff. Meet me in the Telegram, guys. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to answer a few of your questions. Meet me in the Telegram. And then Zoom owes me some money. King Coach, I'm coming for Zoom. I'm calling them. I recorded all this. I'm like, you owe me my money back, right? We're going to move to a new system though. So peace and blessings, guys. Move to the Telegram and I'll talk to you guys over there. See you later.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh my goodness. So that's pretty full on. But obviously what we're trying to do here isn't really to have naked men on the screen. And just for the record, I did not do that. We did have great success. So when Satoshi was trying to do a 24-hour marathon, after being in there for 6.5 hours, we managed to actually close down their meeting. And this is my goal, even though that was quite hard work. I mean, listen to her praying. I mean, really, saying that you are doing this in the name of God. I don't think God ever really had anything to do with helping people build their wealth. And you do remember in the Bible, if you believe in the Bible, how they threw the money exchanges out of God's temple because they were doing business for profit and gain. And the old scriptures is nothing wrong with money, but it's the love of money that is the root of all evilness. And this lady is claiming that if you invest $25, you're actually going to get nothing other than a marketing package. A marketing package teaching you how to become a salesperson for her. She's claiming that if you pay her $25 in the next week, that she will lock your position into the matrix. She's claiming that she's got 23,000 people who've in her database. So she's just gone to mum and dad and everyone she can think of, all her friends. She's gone through people's telephone directories and people have signed up for nothing. And she's claiming she's got 23,000 people. 23,000 people. Now, 23,000 times 25 is actually 575,000. She claims that Visa or MasterCard are going to be accepting payments, not on my watch. If she's got a merchant agreement with some Visa or MasterCard taking money from people for a financial opportunity that doesn't exist, I will report them to Visa or MasterCard and they'll lose their merchant facility and everyone will have their money refunded. The good thing, though, if you do invest and you use your credit card, you will actually be able to claw that money back. But did you know it actually costs you, normally in New Zealand, it costs you $50 to dispute a charge. That's if you lose. If you win, you normally get that money back. Now, once you've paid your $25 and locked yourself in the matrix, she's going to release, after that point, her packages. Currently, at the moment, we believe she said that she's got 2 packages available. When you sell one of those packages to a friend or a family member or somebody that you really love or care about, because this is relationship destroying stuff, she's going to give somebody $40 of that money. Yesterday, well, the day before, I think it was yesterday, day before actually, I interviewed Megan. I used AI to do so. Now, I fed in all the summaries of all the videos she's done over the last couple of weeks. I fed them into AI. And then I had AI read the scripts and all the summaries of the things she's been saying to character.ai. And then I interviewed Megan and I asked her 22 questions. I did actually ask the real Megan to come on and do the show with me, but she would refuse to. We actually had her on video saying that she refused to. We wanted to ask those questions, but we didn't need to because AI had all the information that she's been spewing out, was spewing up over the last 2 or 3 weeks. And she could not come up with the name of the product. She kept on saying that she is going to coach people. So then we asked her, what qualifications does she have? She couldn't say anything. She's basically a solo mum, I think, and a teacher. She has no education. She's a nobody. She's a scammer. If we got AI, we went through to her YouTube account, we selected the titles of 500 videos that she's done over the last 5 years. We put all those titles into AI, and then we asked AI to pick out all the names of the different opportunities that were in those titles, and also any red flags associated with those titles. It came back with 10 different Ponzi schemes and scams that she had promoted. All of them had fallen over. None of them had delivered on the promises that she said they would. So after being confronted whether that was a good opportunity or not, she says, well, she was so sick and tired of these Ponzi schemes and scams failing that she wanted to start up her own Ponzi scheme and scam so that people wouldn't lose out. And that was her excuse. So I've been a criminal for the last 5 years, and all of a sudden I decided to start up a legitimate platform where people can not lose money. Now, do you want to believe that? And why should you believe that? She's going after the religious communities, and she's going after the vulnerable. Now, people say to me, why don't you just let her do what she does? Well, I've seen a 70-year-old lady being talked through on how to, put her email address in her database correctly. She's been telling the 70-year-old plus lady that if she doesn't get those details right, she's going to miss out on $442,860 a month. I mean, where does it get ridiculous? All right, anyway, but I think it's true. We rattled her today. And we also thank you, Jelly Snack, for helping us in going in there and asking those questions. I think it would only be fair to highlight some of the questions that we did actually ask her that she didn't answer. We did get a few of the questions answered at the start, but we did give her all these questions, and here's some of the questions we had.
Can you provide any proof that your mentorship program has helped someone achieve the promised income? If 23,000 people pay $25 each, that's $575,000. What specific value are they getting in return for this payment? You mentioned a product launch. Can you tell us what the actual product is and why it's not ready yet? If this is such a great opportunity, why isn't there a clear and transparent breakdown of how the $25 will be used to benefit members? You've compared this to building generational wealth, but how does this math work out for people who join later? What happens if new recruits stop joining? How do existing members continue to make money? Can you share the credentials or qualifications that make you an expert in mentorship and network building? If someone were to take out a calculator and try to make sense of the numbers you're proposing, only the people who join early make real money while everyone else ends up funding this scheme. What assurances can you give us that this isn't just another pit?
Yeah. What assurances do we give her that this wasn't just another what? Pit? I haven't heard that yet. What assurances can you give us this isn't just a pyramid scheme, especially since no tangible products yet exist? And then we asked for some more personal questions, and we were putting these in the chat room as well. I mean, definitely what I'm trying to do is obviously shut her down and stop her from doing these Zoom meetings.
Megan, you often talk about helping people, but can you share a specific success story from your mentorship? Names and details, please. You claim to be teaching entrepreneurship, but what actual businesses have you successfully built outside of this matrix? How do you personally justify asking people to pay $25 when there's no tangible product yet? How does that align with your values? What would you say to someone who feels betrayed after paying $25 and realizing there's no actual product to sell? Why do you avoid questions about your qualifications? Can you explain what formal education or experience you have in financial or business coaching? When was the last time you personally helped someone succeed without them paying you first? What does a typical day look like for you as a mentor? Are you actively working on building this matrix, or is your focus elsewhere? What is your plan if this matrix doesn't work out as promised? Do you have a backup to refund people who trusted you? Why is it that you seem to rely heavily on your charisma instead of providing detailed plans or figures to back your claims? If a close friend or family member asked you whether they should join your program, what would you honestly tell them if you weren't trying to recruit?
Yeah, so this whole program and everything they're doing is all about recruitment. If you don't recruit, the whole platform wouldn't exist. They're going to use the money that they receive from selling the packages to reward the people who got in early. If you haven't got in early, well, you haven't locked yourself in the... Come on, guys, I need your help. We need to stop people like this doing what she is doing. You know, it's absolutely disgusting, the fact that she has actually got even 23,000 people together that have let her put their name in their list. She's claiming she's successful, and she's claiming the reason why she's got her haters, as she calls me, and she's claiming that I am a scammer of some sort. She's claiming I'm racist, for God's sake. And I haven't done anything to even... She's got no proof of me being a racist person, but this is what she's claiming I'm doing. She just told us all that she received 10 referrals from people that have watched my videos. Name them. Give us the 10 people that you got who went to watch my video and then decided that I'm talking bullshit and have gone and signed up for your system anyway. And don't forget, no one's paid any money yet. So out of the 23,000 people, how many people do you think will sign up and pay the $25? Well, I reckon she'll probably get about 3,000 paying. So let's go 3,000 times 25. So she's going to make a nice 75,000. So every 1,000 people that sign up, she gets $25,000. That's because people don't challenge. They don't ask questions. They don't research the history of the person. They are selling the dream. It's the same as religion. I was brought up as a Jehovah's Witness. At the age of 23, I got kicked out for having premarital sex with somebody. Not allowed to do that. So they took me out the back. 3 elders questioned me about what happened on the night, and I told them the nitty-gritty details. I think I got away with it the first time. The second time I did it, they said, no, you're not repentant. We're going to kick you out. We're going to punish you. So they disassociated me from the religion, shunned me from my family. I had to give up my job. I was self-employed and my business partner was still in the religion. I walked away from my business, and I also had to start over with nothing, and I rebuilt it. That same religion used to gaslight me. They used to promise me a paradise earth. They used to tell me that all the righteous people were going to inherit the earth and all the unrighteous people, like you would have been an unrighteous person at the time, were going to be destroyed. And all the animals that are on the earth are going to live forever and live on straw. They used Bible stories, things about like people who got tortured. Job lost all his wives, lost all his family, was heavily rewarded for serving God under pestilences and under being persecuted. They told us stories that would have fear tactics us into staying in the religion. So these tactics that she's using aren't new. They're very much the same. She's trying to scare you into the fear of missing out on an opportunity. And unfortunately, people who've been brought up in religions will probably believe her and give her money. She probably won't run away with the money, the $75,000 she might get if 3,000 people decide to pay her $25 each. But what she's going to do, if you don't pay the $25, you're out. She's already admitted that. If you do pay the $25, you're now invested. You're invested in Megan and Regan and the other corporates who are behind it, who are at the top of the pyramid. Then what's going to happen? Well, they're going to introduce you a package, 1 of 2 packages to buy. And there's going to be a lot of pressure that if you're not wise, you won't buy package number 2. And if you're uncertain, buy package number 1. 80% of people will probably just buy package number 1. 20% of people, the other people, will probably feel pressured to buy package number 2. They'll probably put it on their Visa. They'll probably borrow money out of their mortgage. They'll probably use the money of somebody else's that they shouldn't really be using. I had a lady the other day that was building a house. She had a bank account available. She decided to use $10,000 worth of her bank money to invest in a Ponzi scheme or a scam, hoping that she's going to make enough money from that $10,000 investment to pay off her mortgage before she even built her house. She used money she didn't have. Are you thinking that I should use money I shouldn't have because I believe in Megan that much? A lot of people will. A lot of people will come back to me and say, hey, Danny, I watched your videos. I thought you're nuts. And then I invested anyway because I didn't want to miss out and I really want a passive income. Don't do that because I get those emails all day long. I had a guy today who's on the phone just before I went live who bought some NFTs. I said, how many did you buy? And he goes, I think he said 330 Alanas, some sort of token. The token that he bought them with was worth $6,000 each. Whatever it was, add up to $180, $180,000 worth of money. I said, what do you do to do that? And he told me what he did for a living. I said, oh, okay. But he lost so much money. And people are contacting me continuously about losing their money, wishing they listened to me. Hey, I've got nothing to lose. I'm transparent. I'm a YouTuber. So Danny does this for clicks. I get $5,000 a year from my YouTube channel. And that includes donations that people give me along the way. When, super chats, thanks, the thank button under the video. And then I get about another $1,200 a year from my buy me a cup of coffee. I get about $100 a month from people who shout me a cup of coffee. And it's nice. And ideally, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to do this full time. I'm quite happy because I'm in quite a lot of chat rooms. And I was discussing a matter with somebody who was posting about statistics and how many scams there are in the world and how many people get scammed and how many people recover their money. And I said, no one's actually an activist. No one's actually going into those Zoom meetings and causing disruption. Now today, for the first time ever, Jelly Snack, she went in there and asked questions and Megan was answering them. I was asking questions. And then we had Tugman in there, which was nothing to do with me, but whoever they are, some other people that are in the industry of outing out these scams was in there causing disruption. Now, I'll get the blame for that. I don't even know who did that. But at last, her Zoom meetings are getting so disruptive that she will have no choice but to do webinar format. Webinar format means we can still go in there and cause havoc in the rooms. Dumber and Dumber, Mike Johnson and Mike Lucas tried doing webinar formats and we destroyed it because the technology is not there. Zoom has the best platform and she will go back to Zoom. Even though she's saying she's going to build her own environment, she doesn't have the money to do so and there's no platform out there. A lot of scammers these days, Megan, if you listen to this, use Vimeo. And they put their videos up on Vimeo and they give people passwords to go and to listen to the gaslighting conversations that you're going to have. And the interaction that you want to have where you say to everyone, put a 1 in the chat room, that's all gone. And it's going to be so hard for you to market your product. Your product will not survive unless you recruit because your system is governed on cash flow. You've got no product, no service. There's no product in the world that will generate $442,860 a month. So the only way you're going to do this is by putting people in a matrix and forcing people to sell packages that are worth shit. Absolutely nothing. Nothing in your portfolio or your website is going to be worth anything. You're either going to come up with a credit card like all the other scammers are at the moment, that people buy this credit card and they get a cash back once their friends spend money on it. That sounds good. No one's actually done that yet. The only people that have done that are scammers claiming they're going to do it and they're still waiting for launch day. We've got people selling pre-launch credit cards, but they haven't launched. We've got people who are in Bloomberg Business Weekly claiming they are going to launch a card called 9Pay. 9Pay was they rang up Visa and said, are you associated with 9Pay? Do you know Shavas Anwar? And you know what Visa said? Well, confidentiality, privacy, we can't actually say. However, in this case, we're going to give an exception to the rule. We do not know who Shavas Anwar is and we've never heard of 9Pay. So what happened? The very next week, they rebranded it to Liquid Pay. So go to liquidpay.com and Liquid, the first I is removed. So it's LQ, UQ, something like that. I think you get the idea. And you'll see my website that I've set up. But this company, after being in Bloomberg Weekly, rebranded themselves into a new name. Didn't even tell their existing clientele who have pre-ordered their 9Pay credit card that they were going to do that. So Megan, if you come out with any products, it's just a rinse and repeat of some other scam. It's either going to be some sort of trading bot that people need to invest in, that you can buy a package, and if you sell that package to your friend or family member, you get a commission. That's going to be it. If you're going to buy a credit card, the credit card will need your KYC details. That means you'll need to tell her where you live, your social security number, your pet's name, your birthday, your driver's license, your passport, and you're going to give all that to Megan, who is a school teacher, who hasn't got any business qualifications, is not a financial advisor, and you're going to trust that she's going to do the right thing with your private information. Did you know that you can actually sell KYC details to dubious people that bombard you with advertising every month? Well, that's probably what her bigger picture could be. Sam Lee, well, he's got 500,000 people in his KYC database, and I saw him on a stage about a year and a half before he got charged for his connection to Hyperverse, which is a $1.9 billion scam, telling people that he's got 500,000 people in a database that is valuable, and he's looking to sell that database. So don't think your personal details aren't worth something. They are. Hey, what do you want me to tell you? Invest and have belief? I mean, do you really want to listen to a lady who's dramatized because one guy on the planet, and Tugman, and a lovely lady called Jelly Snack, is in there challenging her? You need to stand up. You need to sit there and think, look, this lady's not doing the right thing. You need to ask those awkward questions. Instead of typing one in the chat room and doing what like a pack of dogs would do, gang up on everyone, ask those awkward questions. Don't let these people get away with it. You give me one reason why you should believe Regan or you should believe Megan. One reason why you think they're good people. Look at their history. Go to her YouTube channel. Don't listen to me. Go through all the videos. Look at all 500. Remember, you're investing money here. You might think it's only $25, but you've missed it. The $25 is just to lock you in and give you a booty bag on the way in the door. Then the doors will be locked and you'll be invested. And then, because you've paid $25, she's going to give you another thing to buy. And she's going to give you two options. 80% of people will take this option, and the 20% will take this option because they feel compelled to support Megan because they have to believe in something. They have to believe in something. Do you really wake up? Do you really need to believe in something? Do you need to believe that Megan is going to give you a financial freedom that you're dreaming about? Have you been on Instagram too long? Why are you smoking? Whatever drugs you're on, can you give me some? Because I'm missing something here. If you're in Instagram and you're listening to all these people that have these wonderful lives and they've got all this wonderful life because they've created themselves a passive income, I reckon 90% of those people are just bullshitting you. What do you want to believe? I'm entrepreneurial and I work hard for my money. I should be working now. There's no such thing as a passive income. In fact, I'll be honest, I like working. Oh, my favorite man. Let's see if we can get him in here. Tugman. Do you know, I don't know if we can hear you. Are you there? I'll see. Don't know if you can hear. Anyway, Tugman's funny because Tugman may have not been the Tugman that did those Tugmen, but his nickname is Tugman. So when he rang me, his name's Tugman, and Tugman's that guy. I can't actually hear you. It says you're muted. Is that why? I'll unmute you in a second. Am I muted? Is that better? No, it's not working. I'll ring you on the other phone so we can hear you through. But anyway, there was my rant and there was my conversation. But I just don't know how to help people, because I think ideally I would love to. So I'm just going to ring Tugman on and we might be able to get some sound. There he is. Have we got sound now? Tugman, speak now, forever hold your peace.
The call.
Hey? Oh.
I'm trying to stream the Telegram.
Oh, you're brilliant. Oh, brilliant. All right, I'll go there. So whereabouts on one of your channels? I'll find it. Oh, no, that's brilliant. So we've got some awesome people.
Are you in the VOB Telegram?
No, I can't get in there. But I will. If you're trying to stream it, I can stream it though. Can you give me the link just in case I can? You're not streaming on one of your channels, so I'll go to the other one. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I know. I'll just play the sound. That's good for a start.
I'm also recording it.
Well, let me know if you go live because that's brilliant. So did you just ping me that, did you? Okay, I'll give that to you, Steve. Did you send it to me, did you?
Yeah, no idea what she's doing.
She was rattled today. That was so funny. I mean, I don't think we've had a more rattled than we did today. Where did you send it? Are we on Telegram, are we? Okay, I'll try to go. I'll give you the link.
You have to go into the VYB pre-launch group.
Yeah, I've got the notification, the bot one, but I don't think I'm clever enough to. I'll just have a wee look. We'll get there, ladies and gentlemen. We might have some more entertainment for you in a minute. I was getting really into that rant then, wasn't I? I needed to be saved.
You're not in the VYB one?
I'm working on it. I think they've kicked me out. But if I have a view only, I'll be able to find out.
Because I'm watching the participants and I saw one of the Hyperverse VIPs in there.
Tugman. I've got Instagram. She's not broadcasting anywhere, obviously. Tug.
No.
So where do you send me the link?
For nudity on Zoom.
All right. Now I'm just trying to get the Telegram. I'm trying to figure out where it is. Yeah, I've got the notifier. And I've got visit the channel opened. I know that's gone to their VIB Connect.
You probably got an invite for the VYB because you're met really people.
Tells me the link's expired. And then I've got...
Or use my secret bot and search for VYB pre-launch. Will probably come up.
Yeah, I've got the official channel. And no. So I didn't know you could broadcast in there.
Yeah, the Ride B&B. Like about 2 weeks ago, Ride B&B always does it at like 8 o'clock, and I always broadcast it now.
How come you can't broadcast it now?
Because I'm on the one computer who doesn't have it.
Yeah. Oh, what a laugh.
Doesn't have enough subs.
Oh, okay. So, but you can't bring up Telegram on one computer and do it that way? No.
I'm recording, yeah. Otherwise, they'll cancel it out because I tried that once.
You can't share your phone screen, can you?
I'm not on it on that one. I'm on my desktop. I'm just watching people come.
Can you get the sound? Because she's just going to be saying the same shit anyway, isn't she? And just for the record, Bob, did you know who was doing what they were doing?
Maybe.
God. Oh my God, that's cool. I've got your name. I call you Bob. We don't even know Bob's real name, but I've got your nickname as Tugman, and that's what you rang me on. So funny. Maybe. Brilliant. She says you got quite a few subscribers on VYB. It's interesting. So yeah, it's interesting. So if
all you have to do is Google, it's funny. You can find out who's promoting by just Googling VYB Telegram. It shows all the Facebook people.
All right, and you had to use.
I know who the New Zealand guy is.
Well, they're actually funny thing is they are it's banned in New Zealand. And did you hear what I said to her? I see. We can go.
Yeah, and she doesn't also know her crappy lawyer doesn't know my recruit.
What lawyer?
Oh my God, this guy has his Zelle number in here.
Oh, what a shame! I can't get the information.
252-287-2145. Try that phone number.
What am I going to do to it?
Try calling it Homer Murphy.
See some stuff. So what was the number?
Yeah.
+1, and then what?
252-287-2145 minus 2, the first number. This way I don't give it the number.
It's too long, man. It's too long. No. So okay, so you went +1 52
252
228.
Just pass. No, I can't get it.
228.
No, those 252
from the start.
Next time he scrolls up, I'll take a picture of it.
Oh, I see. Right.
So, somebody's promoting Ride Up. What the hell is Ride Up?
Not right. B&B and Ride, is it?
RideOP.pro.
We should.
Oh, did you see the top secret room we invaded? OTC Pro.
Yeah, actually, what we could do while we're watching Bob, we can actually see. Oh, so you had to. Oh, that was funny, man. I mean, that was hilarious what we just did. That's so funny. And you had. I'll have to blur it. I'll have to blur out some images. But she recorded it because she wants to go to Zoom and complain. Did you hear? She's
Zoom is going to be like, who did you let in your room?
Yeah, that's right. And why didn't you kick them out? That's going to be the question. Oh, he's gone. Tugman's gone. Yeah, I think we're done here anyway. But you get the idea. We're just trying to cause disruption. We don't believe anyone should, you know, he's back. You're back. You come back. I knew you'd come back. You couldn't stay away.
Call Zoom and be like, yeah, this meeting has had a lot of nudity on it.
Yeah.
And she's just handing out the password. So she's going to call and complain. I'll be that guy.
Yeah. So it's like, oh my God. That was quite funny though, what we're doing.
What does she think that she's going to have users pay? Users aren't going to attend your meeting if they have to pay to attend your meeting. Are you crazy?
Rob's just coming here. What are you done? Are you done? Well, that's boring. He's just ungrateful. Did you not see what we were doing, Rob? I'm not going to put it back up again because I'll have to do a lot of blurring out to keep that video online probably. But that was a screen, man.
Oh, your boys are back. Dream Come True is also back.
Oh, is it? Is anyone live at the moment?
Not live at the moment, but
I
have their meeting idea.
Megan just said she has homeless people who have signed up 7 people. Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh my God, that's so funny. So that's what Megan's just said. So get this, everybody. Megan's just said she has homeless people who have signed up 7 people. Don't worry, she told people, she told everyone today that she's had people come to my channel and then go to her asking how to sign up because they don't believe what Danny says. 10 people. And I'm going, wow. How exciting is that? Oh my God. Oh, you did.
I'll slap you with defamation claims.
Yeah. Well, also calling me a racist. That looks really cool. She's probably going to call me a I don't know, a substance. I don't know what she's going to call me next. Oh, here's throttle. Here's trouble. Here we go. Just getting good. Where's Rob?
I figure out what these numbers mean that everybody has after her name.
Yeah, Rob, where's Rob gone? Hello. We'll see if we can get.
Brunette Burnett 74112. The hell's that mean?
Where's Rob? You going to put a screen on there, Rob?
I can't. I'm not too sure what's going on.
Oh, right. Did you see what happened there? Tugman came along. I haven't seen Tugman for about a year, and he turned up.
Ooh.
Yeah. The black screen that you can see here. Keep talking, everyone. I'm just going to let Pixel out. What is it?
Woof, woof.
What's up, Mr. Rob?
Oh, show. What happened, Bob?
We invaded the room. We went waz on him, okay?
That was quite funny, though. I mean, she only had 280 people in the room, and she's did a big prayer session, which I just didn't let her have a minute's worth of glory on that one. But yeah, that was.
The one I really reaction was like,
"Oh, Rob's gone, I think."
Oh, streaming gallery doing it. You see everybody's reaction, like,
oh, that was just ridiculous. I just, it was absolutely crazy. Wonder why you haven't got a camera there. Oh, there you go. A bit bright there, Rob, but that's good. What a scream, though. Did you see what actually happened today? That was as good as we'd ever get, I think. I'm glad I didn't pin Tugman, but Tugman was on the screen again.
Pin him? Where would you pin him, Danny?
Pin his tail on his donkey.
So was it the Tugman?
Yeah, there was 2 of them, and they were having a field day. But
so big.
Yeah, but I'm going to get the blame for that. I'm going to be, I don't know what she's going to say to people, but I'm going to be the racist, nudist Tugman.
Yeah, that's pornographic material, Danny.
Yeah, I'll be Pornhub. We'll call it Vibe Hub. Yeah, and she's the one. She's the one that's putting her child on this Zoom with Tugman, and she's calling me a pedophile because she put her child on a Zoom of 900 people, and now she's going to be calling me a porn star, even though she was the one broadcasting the meeting.
Did you say porn star or
Oh, I don't know. Is there a difference between a porn star and a I don't know what a Tugman is.
Yeah. Where did that name?
Independent worker.
Oh my God. It's so funny because if people who haven't been on the show long, there's a company called We Are All Satoshi, and they were going to do a 24-hour marathon. Well, they got about 6.5 hours in, and they could not control Tugman.
It went long, didn't it?
Well, it was all sorts of shapes, actually, be honest. Be honest. Be honest.
Wait, there's an AI listening?
Hey?
He was having a good time. He was getting right to the heart of the matter.
He was sitting on what looked like a road marker at one point, and it actually became more of a science experiment. And the look on his face was like priceless, you know? It was like, give that man a bone, but yeah, it was just incredible.
I think it was a highlight for any astronomers, particularly to investigate a black hole.
So she's going to have to run the whole meeting on a telegram.
There's something illegal. This lady's name is Tammy Bing, and she's asking for payment to Franklin Brothers something else.
We've got to find out the merchant and how she's collecting the money, because I reckon if we put a stiff email to Visa or MasterCard and reported her.
Stiff email.
All you have to do is be like, here's all the thieves involved, and you're going to approve these people?
I got interviewed by Australia's biggest news agency this morning for 40 minutes.
It's not all about size, Danny.
I know. And they asked me for some photos, and I said New York Times, when they interviewed me, they flew in a photographer. and then I sent them all my photos, and they said, oh, we can't use these photos. I said, we can, because my partner took them all. Oh, they're very good. So I've given them, I'm going to be broadcasted all over the paper now, I think.
Right, what interview are you about?
What was that? Is it news. I'm going to...
As a joke on the bottom, just shout out to my favorite person, Megan Lynch.
What's he on about? Are you?
I said you should shout out to her. Oh, and shout out to my business partner, Megan Lynch.
Oh, well, the funny thing is, I started telling them about Mike Watton, and they were quite interested in that. And I said, yeah, go after him, because he's caused some. Hey, have you got the meme coin? Did you buy some, Rob? Did you buy some Donald token? Trump.
What a pile of bullshit that is.
I'm so mad. I could have bought that.
Well, Coffeezilla explained it quite well, because he said that 80% of people that bought it are all in the scam. So they're making money off the 20% of people who buy it. You know what I mean? Oh my God, I'm just watching.
Apparently, Trump's got 80% of it. And yeah, they were saying that a lot of the insiders would have known that it was going to launch. But did you hear now that it's dropped 40% because they're all selling out so that they can go and get the Melania meme coin?
Oh my God. I tell you, we missed our calling because we wanted to get our meme coin going.
Yeah, all we have to do is contact Summers programmer.
Oh yeah.
Who didn't get paid.
No, we don't need a programmer. We've got Crypto G. He's the man.
She's reviewing now? She's reviewing crypto scams. Like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
Like the weirdest scammer ever. She's promoting TikTok, but at the same time, she's like, don't get scammed by these like remote job scams.
Mm.
I'm like, what the hell? Is she like in the middle now?
Bob, it's bad for business if scammers lose their customers to other scammers. You should know that.
I'll put you in front of Donald Trump there. Interesting though. It'll be quite cool. And what do we do with you? We'll give you a big square, a squirrel. Here we go. So we're going to put you in the paper. So this is the paper that interviewed me today, which I'm looking forward to. News.com. So I'm hopefully going to be featured in there. They're going to put me down as the New Zealand scam buster. And I'm going to be the chief agent for New Zealand scams.
Definitely send that to. You should send that to our friend Summer and Vegas.
Yeah. So that's going to be good, and we. I won't search for the. I better log in and create an account now. Said I'm going to be famous. Yeah.
Ask
So
what
that-
those reads.
Yeah. Oh, now what do you do? Got to sign up.
Oh, Sheila Hyde. She was in something else. I'm watching the name scroll. I'm like, I recognize half these people.
Select. Comment on articles. How do you sign up for this paper?
Why do everybody with Cash App? Anybody who has Cash App, Zelle, PayPal is definitely a freaking scammer.
What's he saying, Willis?
Retired U.S. Army. Nice job. And you're in this shit, Freddie Williams.
Pretty woman. Email details. Last name.
You know, Vern Michael is an Army guy.
No.
He's also in WAS.
Was he? Create a password. Okay, everyone want to see my password? I'm using this new thing. Have you got that new password tool? It's built into Mac. It's called Password. Because I used to pay for one of these password tools, and now I've got.
It's been there.
Yeah, I quite like it because now I don't have to pay my $200
right now. William Frank wants to speak. What the hell is he promoting? VisionLinkBenefits.com.
Who are you talking to, Bob?
VisionLinkBenefits.com.
Oh, listen, use your words, Bob.
Check that one out.
Can't.
I'm just watching the people talk. Who's talking? Preachers talking. I'm looking at people's links. So what is VisionLinkBenefit.com?
Do you think he's listening to us, Rob?
I don't think he can hear. Bob, are you going to the inauguration?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, he can hear you.
Live? In person?
I'll be there.
In
I'll be there.
It's
Yeah.
cold. You
Give
got
me a ticket.
huddle.
Huddle? Hold.
Huddle.
Give me a ticket. I own majority of the fake coins, so give me a ticket.
I bought a Trump coin. Let me in.
That's crazy, eh? So how much money would have people... Because CoffeeZilla said it quite well. How many people use their credit card to buy those tokens? And instantly, the whole country's now got a debt. It's kind of ridiculous, really, isn't it?
I still can't work out why people actually buy meme coins. Bob, can you tell us?
Yes. Because you can make 1,000% if you guess right. So if you get it was a penny or millionth of a penny, and you all shoot up to 20 cents, 30 cents.
Hey, you usually get a green screen one day, Rob. I'd love to see if I can cut you out and have you standing beside me with no background.
Yeah, we'll call it Bold Coin.
Bold Coin? Hey, I've got some new things, Rob. Do you want to see?
Who's your Rob Pitt?
Hey, are you feeling cold right now?
Oh my goodness, it's snowing. This is why they have the inauguration inside, because it's going to be minus degrees or something.
Trainer. Yeah, well, if it doesn't rain, it pours.
Yeah. This is Danny's.
She's really going long. It's 20 minutes she's talking on this call. What is she?
Well, she has to redeem herself now. She just went mental and did a big prayer to Satan in front of all her friends, which I was applauding, by the way. It sort of felt like I was getting it handed to me on the platter.
What? She's recording. I think her friend told her how to record the call, so I'm like, if she records that, I'm taking that recording.
Hey, Rob, have I told you about the gold opportunity?
What?
The gold opportunity where we bust people? We get robbed to invest in them.
It's raining bars. And some people might say it's a wee bit fishy, but hey, get out. But at the end of the day, you don't want to be a sucker fish. Oh, look, hey, get out of it. There's a sucker fish there. Bloody hell. You seen that, Rob?
Chantel?
No.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the world is in your hand, mate.
What did that Trump coin list at?
Well, who knows?
When it first came out, like a millionth of a penny. I saw it like it was out like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, watch out, Rob. There's a bird flying your way.
Because I'm just trying to find it online.
It was at nothing. It was I saw one influencer in the space who was like occasionally throw out meme coins like, yeah, the Trump coin's out.
I haven't got time for it all. Have you guys?
He's like put $10 in it if you want to joke, and then it went up like 300%. I'm like, damn.
Haven't got time for this sort of stuff.
The most it got to was $75, and now it's at $47.30. Surprisingly, it hasn't completely crashed. But I'm just trying to find out what the Melania one is. Imagine if the Melania one goes higher. Oh, Donald wouldn't be able to handle that.
Well, that would be funny though. I mean, and fancy who are getting it out that quick.
Yeah, because
phrase of words there. How fast do you think she can get it out, Danny?
Don't know, Rob. I'm trying to make my my.
You like someone to get it out?
Yeah, we went to Akaroa yesterday and went to a movie and talking about getting it out quick. It was actually quite good. Don't know what it was called though. Hey, it's cloudy today, isn't it?
Yes.
So Danny's playing with his new toys, ladies and jelly beans.
Yep.
So and Summer is streaming on her old Hyperverse channel.
So I've been looking at the screen telling me this can take 30 seconds. Please do not select the back button or refresh. Is this some sort of joke? Because just saying, I mean, back up your truck. Oh, sorry, Rob. Yes.
How did he get the recording? Is
that right? Hey, that's interesting, that truck though. Do you know how much money was in the back of that truck, Rob?
$5.
$442,860. That's just a month's wage.
For who?
For a prisoner. Yeah. I'm locked.
Yeah.
Invested in BOB. It'll be gold.
I have an idea. Let's put Rob in prison. Here, Rob. Rob's in prison, right? Rob's in prison, right? And then I'm going to... I don't know if I can do that. I'll put you in the outside of the prison, but it's not the same. Jail. Well, there you go. I'll take you out of jail. And then I'll make you smaller again because you're intimidating me.
Comment on those LinkedIn posts about scammers and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, did you like that?
Oh, I find it. I better not say what I find. I find it quite amazing where a person can, whoever it was, and for whatever the reasons were, but there was a story about how a person went to their bank and withdrew $30,000. They got queried about why, and they said they were starting a business. They were actually had been contacted by a scammer who was something like impersonating someone from the government.
Yep.
Yeah. And they ended up going back to the bank 10 times and got $300,000 out and deposited. It's very hard to say this with a straight face, but they took 30,000 10 times out of their bank and gave their bank a phony reason why they were doing it because of this scammer, and they stuck it in a kiosk, which I'm assuming was like a crypto ATM machine. And there are people who are blaming the
banks.
Effectively blaming the banks, blaming the person who rented the space that the kiosk machine is in.
Oh my God.
And you think, but what what mentality actually works there? Because I'm curious that someone could pretend to be a government person, and you would think this wasn't a scam when they're asking you to withdraw money out of your bank account and stick it into crypto in a crypto kiosk 10 times.
Yeah. I think people. Well, we both had a bit of a say on that one, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we both thought this is stupid. And I think we took some criticism because the lady who actually got scammed come back in and basically said, you know, how dare you kind of, challenge her mentality, for the use of a better word.
Yeah,
But
I thought there must have been more to the story, but apparently there was another one on there about, what was it? About a person who had their car stolen, and and you think, how would they even know this? But a scammer apparently knew. I didn't even think about this when I was reading it. A scammer apparently knew that their car had been stolen, said that the car had been found full of drugs, and that if they didn't pay X amount of money to the government or something like that, that their whole reputation would be ruined.
Right. Yeah, I think that's quite believable, though, Rob. You know, I don't know. I mean, and then I said to the lady, "Well, why don't you come on and tell us your story?" And she goes, "Oh, I don't know. You know what your motives are." And it's like, well, I want you to share your story, and that might help others. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. And I said, it's all right. 99.9% of people don't want to tell their stories because they're too embarrassed or don't think their story will help others. So we sit there and we keep our stories and take to our grave.
I've just had a person who has asked me, why should victims go public when they are met with shaming, blaming comments like yours of this victim story? I naively went public with my victim story thinking it would help others, only to be met with public lashing from people who think that they're smarter than any victim. Seriously, victims are met with systems ill-equipped to protect and support, outwitted by organised transnational criminals, fewer than 0.5% of cases investigated federally, fewer yet receive justice or restitution, and then people who don't know them preaching about stupidity. What's a compelling reason victims should report or withdraw? Because if you don't, who are you serving? If you felt like shit,
we're looking, aren't we looking at this now? What was the name of the lady who wrote the message originally?
Well, I'm not going to say, but you know who I'm talking about.
Well, I've got it on the screen. See mine? Oh, yeah. I think it's that one there. And, in all honesty, no, we're not actually giving her a hard time. We're actually more trying to understand. So I think this is the story that we had. And this is Erin West, which I've met face to face, and she's a lovely lady. She's published somebody else's story. This is it.
We were driving around doing this horrible work of stealing our own money and giving it to the criminals. This morning, Hayley Wyndham, CFCS, and our Operation Shamrock team met with a very eloquent 67-year-old woman to understand more about how she was scammed as part of our #Survivorsaries. We are engaging with victims to learn 1. How these scams are happening, 2. How we can disrupt scamming by understanding where the gaps are, 3. What could have been done to stop the scam in real time. During the conversation we learned the following. She was inside a police station within a day of depositing huge chunks of money into a crypto kiosk and was told that the agency lacked tools to work the case. Her bank and credit union accepted her story that she was starting an online business and let her walk out the door with $30,000 in cash on repeated occasions. An awareness campaign which warned that if you were being driven by fear or panic in making this withdrawal, you were being scammed might have made the difference. This woman and her husband lost their entire net worth of $300,000 in a very sophisticated government impersonation scheme where she describes operating in a panic and experiencing massive fear and confusion. We knew consciously that it could be a scam, but we were more frightened by the potential for legitimacy. We were torn. Her recommendation, a massive awareness campaign.
I don't get that. So they gave $30,000 at a time 10 times. And because they were already invested, they kept giving the monies over. I don't understand. So that's so I went in there and I probably played devil's advocate a wee bit. I know that because I asked my friend that helps me write things to use devil's advocate terminology, but this is what I wrote.
That's a very sad story, but are you truly shocked by what you hear these days? I get stories like this on my desk every day, and while I completely sympathize with the couple's situation, I feel compelled to play devil's advocate. Investing is a deeply personal decision, and there needs to be some level of accountability when things go wrong. If something looks too good to be true, it usually is. People need to take the time to research opportunities thoroughly, ask questions, and seek professional financial advice before committing their money. Instead of keeping investments quiet, why not have open discussions with trusted friends, family, or even the public to gain different perspectives before making such life-altering decisions? It's heartbreaking when people fall victim to scams, but it's equally frustrating to see how little effort some put into due diligence beforehand. Sometimes, it feels like more energy is spent trying to recover lost funds than was spent assessing the opportunity. Scammers are undoubtedly to blame. We also need to focus on fostering awareness and personal accountability. Empowering people to think critically and act cautiously could make a significant difference in reducing these tragedies.
If I got ripped off though, Rob, I would have gone through and I will share my story to the world if I get the opportunity.
When I was scammed on a purchase, I wanted to exert violence on that person, to be honest.
We'll stop there, eh?
I know he's going that one. Yeah, but this is the whole point that I just get really confused. And to be perfectly honest, I've been a victim of the scam. I think you have as well. And you go through and you think, I got really peed off. Yeah, all right, if the person was around, I would have smashed the one. On the spur of the moment, until I calmed down and went zen-like, of course. But you do hear these stories and you think, this is $300,000. This is not like $300. This is $300,000. What the hell could a scammer have said on that phone? And if anybody says, well, why should I go public if I get basically victim blamed or anything like that? Is that, well, what are you going to win by not? But in my experience, so many people have only come out again. They've only come out again because they want their money back. They want someone to help them, but they didn't want to tell anybody at the start. They're not coming out for some benevolent, I'm here to save other people. They're there to try to save their loss. But the whole thing is that, people do need to get out there. But, when people are basically making stupid errors, and we're seeing them on a lot of these Zoom meetings, where they're going eyes wide open straight into a Ponzi. They'll lose and they say, it's just unlucky. And they'll go eyes wide open straight into the next one. Well, I think that's bloody stupid, but it doesn't take any blame away from the scammer, because they shouldn't be doing it in the first place. But there has to be some kind of personal responsibility. But what I am saying is that a lot of the times the only reason, Danny, you hear any of these is because they're saying, can you help me get my money back?
And they've got no money to give me any money for my time, and I do it on the love of whatever, which is always kind of ironic. This lady actually got scammed 10 times though, and I don't even like saying she got scammed, because
read all that.
Like she's gone in there 10 times, lied to her bank 10 times, and handed over $30,000 each time.
Is that hold on? Are you saying that person was the person who got scammed?
I thought it was, but I just checked that. So Debbie Fox, I don't think is the lady at the top who was scammed. I don't think the lady at the top she had a. So this was a 67-year-old woman. Oh, Hayley.
I thought the story at the top was about an anonymous person. So I had no idea. I'm assuming that that person who made that comment to me was making a general comment. But,
when I read it, I actually thought it was her. I actually thought it was a lady, and that's why the way she was talking to me, I actually thought it was the lady who got scammed. That's what I got out of it, but I could be wrong. But you just asked that question. So Debbie Fox, was that the lady?
That's the lady who made the comment to me.
I think she's the same one that made the comment to me, kind of saying that I weren't empathetic, and that's what really nirks me about it, because I can't be empathetic to this shit. Because at the end of the day, I'm allowed to have a voice about how I feel about what that lady's done. And I went mean because I asked ChatGPT not to be mean when writing the comment. It was Debbie Fox. So then I've asked her. So Debbie Fox has basically come in here and said, so I've got 6 replies. Where are they all? And she said she's a bit hesitant about being interviewed, but I might have mistaken her as the victim. And then I've invited her to come and speak. And then she's come back and said to me, oh, I'm not sure of your motive. Too many talk about scams, share stats. This is my message. I've actually put this on the screen right now.
Too many talk about scams, share stats, and recount their losses, but few act. I disrupt Zoom meetings promoting Ponzi schemes, post warnings, and share a database of scammers with law enforcement. I've collected over 150 Zoom links where scams are promoted, yet no one steps up to disrupt these meetings like the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. If I made this list public, why wouldn't others join to stop these criminals? We need action, not just talk. Imagine 100 people taking down scam Zooms. Together, we can disrupt their operations and protect victims. Let's make a difference.
So what we just did today, we had Tugman on there twice. We had Jelly Stack in there asking questions. I was bombarding her with 2 Zoom accounts. I had 3 open. And we actually got her off Zoom. She recorded the session so she can go bitch and moan to Zoom. And now she's in a Telegram group preaching her message. So there's no way that we're going to stop her. But did we cause enough disruption? And did we get her off Zoom? She only had 288 people in that room today. So I think we won the battle today.
Yeah, it is a tricky one because I think, yeah. There's just so many points, but the end point is that scammers are scamming, and a lot of the victims stay quiet, and a lot of the ones who don't stay quiet are not trying to help any other potential victim. They're just actually trying to help themselves. So, like, are we not supposed to call that out? Are we supposed to say, oh, what a bloody shame? That you lost your money. I just don't. I think people are too bloody sensitive, because basically you're saying that I can't have an opinion. I can have an opinion, and you're welcome to it on anything that I choose to have an opinion on. Like if I stupid, I'll call you stupid. I've had people who, if they thought I was stupid, they called me stupid. Like, what are we supposed to do? We're only supposed to give positive feedback and hugs, and we're not supposed to create an environment that actually makes you second guess whether or not you should do the dumb thing that you did before. No, oh, you burnt your hand on the stove? Go put it back on the stove. You'll be fine next time.
Yeah, I can understand why you put your hand on the stove, though, because it was nice, red and glowy and hot, and it looked fantastic. But I mean, hey, look, it's at the end of the day, if we keep on doing the same thing, we're going to get the same results. I know that's a terrible cliche, but it's true. So why don't we try causing disruption? I spoke to a policeman on Friday, and I actually met his colleagues when I was in Australia, which is quite nice. And he was telling me, what jurisdiction are you in? And I said, why? What have I done? And he goes, oh, because I can't get information from people in the same jurisdiction who may have got this information, illegally. He didn't say that. And I said, no, I'm in New Zealand, mate. He goes, oh, great. So now we can use my information to fight these scammers because I'm in New Zealand and I don't fall under his jurisdiction. How stupid is that? So he's fighting a battle he can't fight unless he goes there and sits beside the person in the Zoom meeting and watches them do the crime, records it on his own phone, and lets them know, is it okay if I record this? He can't use that information, which is ridiculous.
In 2025, and AI has proliferated in the last 2 years or so, and all of these people from various jurisdictions are all running around and chasing their tails, trying to do a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. It actually reminds me of an analogy that I gave. I went to the UK and they said, oh, yeah, back in Christchurch, you've had earthquakes. And they said, what's it like? And I said, well, it's a little bit deceiving. One thing you learn about the Richter scale is that it kind of increases exponentially. So what that basically means is that I could walk up to Danny and I could punch him really lightly 100 times on his arm.
Yeah.
And it won't hit his arm. But I took that same energy of those 100 little punches and I put it all together and I used it with one punch, I'd probably break his arm. This is what I'm seeing when I hear about all these people that are investigating, is that, A, there's not many, but it's like there's 100 little tiny punches around the world doing nothing. But if they all got together, they'd actually form enough momentum, energy, power to actually get something done and break some of the scams. But there's 100 little people all, they're not talking to each other. Well, they don't seem to be talking to each other.
Oh, Rob, you're right on the money, mate. Not that we've been talking beforehand, and we honestly haven't. But this same policeman that talked to me said to me he's not in the current department that does the crime stuff, but he's interested in it, so he keeps tabs on what's happening. So it's like he's doing a social experiment, like to know what's happening, but doesn't have he's not in the same department to do the stuff. And I'm thinking, well, come on. You mean that you can see stuff going on, but okay, I'll give you another example. So I've been battling with YouTube at the moment, and YouTube actually have worked in my favor lately, which is friggin' a miracle. And long story short, they're letting my videos remain on the internet, which is great. What am I trying to say? But my podcasting host has removed a video because they said it's defamation. And I said, what defamation? So this guy here is Craig Watton, and that's Kalpesh Patel. And this is going to be my next thumbnail of my next video. And I said, well, I didn't use his name. I didn't use his last name. I blurred out all the images, which I'm not doing right now. And you were taking my my podcast off, which has no pictures. And then they said, yeah, we have to. And I said, why do you have to? And they said, well, we've been, the complaint come through to Spotify. So it's like, oh, okay. So you're more worried about losing your relationship with Spotify and then keeping my podcast online. And I just thought, oh, the ironicity of it all, it's just, there's so many politics in this. It's just ridiculous,
Like I would be fascinated, like when we heard that scam and it was about a person who had contacted that person somehow, and where they had to get the 300,000 out in lots of 30,000 each, and they stuck in a kiosk, which, as we know, is crypto. Is there a net win for crypto? Like how many people have been more easily taken advantage of because of crypto and its mostly inability to be traced? It's like I don't hear any of that. I don't hear any of that. I watched a thing the other day about it was an article about Bitcoin, saying that Bitcoin's intent at the start was to become a currency, and it still hasn't done it, and yet people are still investing. And I hear that it had a high of 106,000 US the other day, and you think this is all smoke and mirrors. This Trump meme coin, is that like, has that got any utility? You
Well,
know, like,
it's
what
actually
are you gonna,
taking the piss out of everything, isn't it? It's actually saying, I don't care. I mean, it's, you know, like at the end of the day, it really is saying, it's just a mockery of everything that we get, you know, like how can he even worry about Ponzi schemes and scams if he's encouraging people to invest in a meme coin that is going to go up in value just because somebody else buys it, thinks, you know, there's nothing. All it is we're hoping it's going to shoot up to the rockets. And before it
yeah.
crashes to the ground, sell. People will win, people will lose. And the people that will lose are normally the people that aren't educated in this game, which is the same people he's theoretically going to help or not going to help. So it's the rich get richer and the poor get poorer is exactly what that meme coin is.
I think it would be different if there was a coin launched, and I'm just talking off the top of my head here, an LA Fire coin. You know, so if
You mean
you
a
went
fire coin?
in,
Sorry, you mean a fire coin? Is that what you're talking about? Like to help the fires?
and yeah, an LA Fire coin. You
Yeah,
had an
brilliant
LA.
idea.
You launch that, it would be an easy way, in a way, for people to invest. It's 100% owned by some foundation or trust or whatever it is that would be able to administer that money to help the fire, not help the fire, help the fire victims in LA. But a lot of the conversations that I've had around crypto, they're talking about the blockchain technology being very useful, but that's actually separate from the crypto coin itself. If there was no crypto coin at all, would the world be any worse off right now?
I want to chuck another thing into your fire coin because that's a great idea. Everyone said that is a great idea, Rob. Well done. But did you know that 80% of that meme coin is being bought by the firefighters?
What?
That Firecoin token meme coin that you're talking about starting up, that 80% of the people that own that token before it was released was owned by the firefighters.
Are you saying it should be, or
No, what I'm saying, that's exactly the same. So all of a sudden we now question the fact that the firefighters start the fire because of the monetary interest behind it. That's what Donald Trump's done, isn't it? 80% of the people behind his meme coin are his boys. All right. So now, so let's say, hey, let's do something good. Let's do a meme coin to help the fires in LA. But 80% of the fires, the 80% of the tokens actually owned by the firefighters that theoretically are trying to put out the fire. You know what I mean? Isn't it the same sort of oxymoron sort of argument, or is it a bit silly?
Look, I'm the first to admit that I don't totally understand crypto. I just find that there are so many people that are using crypto for nefarious purposes, and I can't see anything that crypto is doing that we couldn't have done some other way. But yeah, the blockchain technology behind crypto seems to be useful, but I don't see how it could ever achieve its ultimate purpose, which was to become the global currency, because you need so many computers to verify so many transactions, and it's so damn slow. And I'm pretty sure it is still slow now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, if you were to buy a Tesla car, I think the transaction would take 20 minutes to go through the blockchain before it was verified. So a lot of these new blockchains will actually basically verify off chain. So if you went and purchased a loaf of bread using your Bitcoin, before you got out the supermarket, theoretically, I've been told, I'm not a crypto expert, but you'd have to wait for the 20 minutes for it to go through all the blockchains to verify the payment true and factual.
Yeah, well, it has here, which is just on AI, that one confirmation. Oh, this got to do with mining, but I think it says here that for higher value transactions, many services require multiple confirmations, which can take 30 minutes to an hour. You walk into hand over your Bitcoin card, and sit there for 30 minutes until, like your money gets swapped over. And of course, verify that you had any money in there in the first place.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, well, that sounds legit then. There you go. No, I was just making that up before.
Yeah, I could tell.
Oh my God. Hey, do you think I upset Megan today? Do you think I'm her best friend?
I missed the whole damn thing.
Oh, mate, don't make me rerun it. Tugman came on the screen.
Oh, can I pass a personal question to you on your show?
Sure, there certainly.
Can a person asked me today? A person asked me last week if I could be a guest speaker, and they came back today with more details, and they said, "Do you know of anybody else?"
What? Oh. So,
yeah.
A guest speaker? Oh, great. Whereabouts? You going to tell me later?
Yeah. Yeah, I will tell you later.
Oh, that's great. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I
wasn't
too excited because, like the audience
not really good.
Stuff.
Do you think I should have a thumbnail on this one here? Like, who's the biggest scammer? Or do you think I should just leave it like it is? I reckon I've been thinking about this.
If you are going to spell that name, you could spell it right.
What one? Craig?
Yeah.
Oh, but then you can't report me, you see.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, leave it there.
See, so who's the biggest? I don't think we need anything else, do we? Who's the scammer? Caution?
Oh, Danny. Danny.
Well,
is this where is that the time I have to leave?
No, I'll show you something interesting, though, because I'll show you why I'm doing this, in case you're wondering, because it's quite interesting. Susie's already got the spelling.
Just have in the comment section. Susie said, "Hello, everybody." Oh, man, there's so much on here. Jelly Snack says, "Yes, I agree. If you've been scammed, I think it's your moral obligation to warn others of the scam." Yeah. Microsoft certified trainer said, "Can only comment on Australia here, but reporting a scam only gives ScamWatch stats. No action or follow-up exists." And I think that's pretty true for other countries as well. I think Action Fraud or something over in the UK could be similar. Rowdy Troop said, "Best viewers on blah, blah, blah." I think.
No, that's a bot trying to get money.
Yes. Hi, Susie. Did fun earlier, Jelly Snack said. Yeah, well, obviously Jelly Snack enjoyed the fun. Might have to go back and see what I missed out on. Susie said, "No, I missed it. I'm sure it was something though." Certified trainer says, Microsoft certified trainer says, "If a single party holds 80% of the liquidity pool, then there is only one outcome eventually. Oh, how do you pronounce this? I've heard everybody, right? Hawk tour?
You're not asking me. Hawk tour? Hawk tour? Hawk tour?
That's the good.
Hawk tour? How am I doing?
I'm so the loop.
Hey, somebody said something. Kaka. What's kaka mean?
What?
One of my comments said kaka. I think she's pretty kaka. Is that cuckoo?
I think it's crazy.
Oh, right. Because I'm wondering if it's a New Zealand saying. I might ask actually. I asked all these questions.
K-A-K-A?
What? Yes, that's right. What? Because I thought, what does ka mean?
In New Zealand, it's Maori refers to a native New Zealand parrot, such as the North Island or South Island kaka. In Hindi, kaka is a term of endearment that means uncle or sometimes refers to a young boy or nephew. It's a bit dodgy. It's also slang. It can mean poop in some languages. That's what AI calls it, such as Tagalog. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that, but that's the Filipino language. Spanish and others. In Brazil, it's a nickname, Kaká. I think there was a softball player, wasn't it? Often derived from names like Ricardo. For example, the famous Brazilian footballer Ricardo Isaacson dos Santos Leite is known as kaka. I can remember that. African languages can mean older brother and can also mean it's just a playful or nonsensical word with no specific meaning.
No, somebody just wrote a comment. I'm getting some really good comments, so thank you to anyone that's watching these videos, but do feel free to post the videos, but don't have to be nice to me either. But the majority of people are actually going, thank you for exposing these scammers. But going by Megan, she's actually gone back and said to everyone today that she's managed to get 10 more people to sign up who have gone to my YouTube channel and watched my videos and decided that they're going to go and, out of spite, sign up for her platform, which I don't. I'd like her to prove that. Because I think if you didn't know anything about Megan and you watched my videos first, I don't think you'd go there.
So she should be paying you for marketing.
Well, I want my $10 each, Rob. That's $100 because you get $10 every time they've got to pay you. No one's paid you. 23,000 people pay. She gets $575,000 dumped into her bank account. And she claims they're going to be able to pay by credit card.
Has nobody been requested to pay their $25 yet?
Well, there was a New Zealander in there today who went to her website. And this is the website. Every New Zealander's banned. So there's a lot of dumb New Zealanders. I'm sorry, there's a lot of people that want to invest in her opportunity here in New Zealand. And at the moment, so she said they blocked the whole of New Zealand. And there was 2 people who had signed up for her platform in New Zealand. We found it in the database the other day.
Well, you need a really big net for that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's cool.
Apparently, kakadu is shit in Spanish.
Kakadu. What the Friday? Let's do.
Susie's 94 people, but I'm not too sure what she's referring to, but you probably will.
Yep. What is she saying? 194 people in the Zoom. 194 people. Oh, she's saying 194. Let's pretend that we got the whole database and we've counted out everyone from every different country because there's 160 countries that have got involved in what she's doing at the moment. What's 194 mean, Susie? We need to wait 25 seconds until Susie catches up. Hey, just a really good wee program here, just moving Rob away from this. This is a video that I did about Craig Watton. And in here, I've chucked the script, the address, the video link to the video I did. And then what it's done, it's gone through and grabbed all my words. So now I go copy, and I can go back to ChatGPT, and with a bit of luck, it's going to work. If I get to the top, I think I'm having problems here. I basically chuck that into ChatGPT and tell it to summarize that whole video that I talked for. So I go, please summarize the below transcript from my video. Right, so then I go down to here and I chuck my whole, it's an hour 20 video. And now I just chuck it into ChatGPT. And this is what I did with Megan's stuff. So it's now given me the whole transcript that I've got from that video that I talked off the cuff. Because I'm about to do another video to expose this scam that's going on. And now I say, I said, please write me a description for my YouTube channel. Please use the information above to write me an informative description for my YouTube live that I'm going to do to tell the story once again. Because every time I do a video, so now I've got ChatGPT writing me a beautiful description. And it's, look at that. And now I'll make that into a beautiful, a beautiful description for my next YouTube live. That's it. How's that, Rob?
Now, over my head. Susie said on Telegram meeting, Susie said, can't you see Vivian's comments? And Vivian said, can you read this, Danny? Crypto G will buy a coffee if you can read this. But I'm not too sure what is there. I knew Pixel was smart. He's putting his dog pals in. What?
Yeah. So Crypto G will buy a coffee if you can read this. Oh, okay. So where am I reading this? In our chat, our WhatsApp chat. Better be careful what I bring up here. I'm going to WhatsApp now, and I'm going to.
Apparently, Pick New Zealand, which could be your dog, from Power Param, just joined VYB.
Oh.
That's para umu if you speak Maori, and Power Param if you don't.
I've got this guy that keeps coming back.
New Zealand, Ray joined Vibe as well. Is it Vibe? Is that what you call it? VYB?
I like Vibe. It's been really good.
Yeah.
Do you know what vibes are, don't you, Rob?
Only good ones.
Yeah. Good vibrations. This bloody guy keeps coming back and causing me a lot of grief. I don't get what they're on about anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna maybe go, you know. What have we got to discuss here, Rob?
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to go, but apparently there are people from New Zealand and Robin from Whangarei.
Oh, from Whangarei? Is that from Whangarei?
I don't think I've ever pronounced Whangarei like that because it's we non-Maori speaking usually call it Whangarei, but it's actually.
I think I'm wondering if they're actually looking through her database, and they've found that Pixel has got himself inside Vibe's database, because I did update my name to Pixel and I signed up again, and I think they found Pixel. I think that's what they're referring to. And also, you got to be careful how you pronounce Whangarei, because if you don't say it right, people might say you're racist, and I'm really a South African racist.
Emma from New Zealand, Claudelands. It's actually quite weird how you're typing that, Susie.
Yeah, it's from
Claudelands.
Yeah, what is that?
Near Cambridge in the Waikato.
Wow. Let's read it with the computer so she knows what it sounds like. Here we go.
Marina from New Zealand, Claudelands joined Vibe.
Oh, she joined.
Robin from New Zealand, Whangarei joined Vibe.
How do you know? Because you're searching for .co.nz.
Craig from New Zealand, Whangarei joined Vibe.
And just search for .nz, because you may be surprised, Susie, some people have the domain names over here with .nz rather than .co.nz. You might find some more. Not telling you how to search eggs.
Yeah. Joined. Yeah. Wow, there's a few Kiwis.
Oh no, they're only putting in, and this is the stupid thing too. 23,000 people have put their name in a spam list, and now not 23,000 people have signed up and paid $25. Now I reckon that she's going to be lucky if she gets 3,000. Every 1,000 people that sign up is $25,000. So she's got $23,000. That's a lot of money, eh, bro? That's $575,000 just to saying on top of my head. Oh, look at you, Susie. Look at you plucking them off. We chuckling every time you find another Kiwi. Are you saying Kiwis are big scammers? How many Canadians are in the database? That's the question. So you can't pluck them out, can you? Because they'll all be .coms, won't they? And they'll all be on Gmail. But in New Zealand, and that's probably these ones are only ones that have got their own domain names. There's probably more Kiwis, but they'll have them under Gmail, not their own domain names.
Under who?
Domain names. Dion.
Dion. I went to school with a couple of Dions. I don't think I've had one Dion since.
So do you think I need to improve this this thumbnail? Do you think that says it all?
I'm not confirming nor denying anything about your thumbnail.
You like that, don't you? It's like Kalpesh Patel.
Neither confirm. No.
Yeah, I could add another picture in there though. Couldn't I?
You've done a great show today. How
about this one?
I might just.
Have you seen this?
I don't know what Danny's talking about. I'm not part of anything that he said. And he's a Kiwi, so should be taken with a grain of salt.
What do you reckon? I should put that up.
Oh lordy, this is where I exit stage left. Bye.
See you, mate. Oh, you chicken shit. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to say that loud. So just so you know, we've got a border here. So if I put that in the middle, we could put that down there. And we could explain that story, couldn't we? But that wouldn't be bad. I'll put it there. And we'll put Craig Watton over here. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 170. Cal Peach can be 170. So if you haven't been keeping up with current events, pals, I'm going to do a video about Craig Watton and Kalpesh Patel. More about Craig Watton. But I think this sort of says it all, really, doesn't it? I don't think I need to add anything extra. Put that there. Put that there. And I'll make that black. Stop it, Susie. You crack me up. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. All right, guys, I'm going to finish this live. I'm going to get back straight into another live. I'm going to do a live about this. So I'm going to explain to you about Craig Watton and also why I'm here and he's there. And just do a wee video. I think it's we need to have this video out there in the jungle. In the jungle, in the mighty jungle. Sorry. Did you know I can sing? Here we go. I might do that this time. Oh, that's going to be a great thumbnail, isn't it? Maybe I can take that. I spent hours trying to figure out how to make these thumbnails look delightful. Just realised I haven't eaten all day. Melissa from New Zealand. I know Melissa. Hopefully it's not the same one. That would be really devastating. I wonder if I need to change that, edit that picture. I wonder if I need to make that picture look more brighter. That's actually might look better, actually. Or maybe we need to make it look even brighter again. Like that one there, that one there, that one there. I reckon that there looks better. Yeah, that's going to look better. I think that's a pretty good thumbnail. Daryl from New Zealand has joined the film. Oh my goodness. It's like the ever-ending ticker. Look at this. We've got Rosina, Melissa, and then Daryl. Hey, hope you've enjoyed the show. Just a full disclaimer here, ladies and gentlemen. It was not me on the stage. I am not Tugman. I might know who did it, but I didn't ask them to do it. They did it after their free will. But we did manage to get Megan off Zoom, and we got her broadcasting from her Telegram group. So if you want to join her Telegram group and talk about how you're going to make $442,860 a month by investing a measly $25, then go do it. She just happens to be the most cleverest English school teacher in the world. There's no way in hell that's ever going to happen. And if you look at the school teacher's history, she's just a big scammer because she's promoted 10 Ponzi schemes and scams. And you don't even need me to tell you that. You just need to go to her own, you just need to search for Megan and Regan Legend YouTube channel, and you can see all the videos that she's done in the past and all the Ponzi schemes and scams she's promoted. But she's changed her spots, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you worry. She's now not doing anything that's going to cause you any harm, even though it looks like an illegal gifting opportunity, just saying. And it looks like you're going to get a booty bag if you sign up for a $25 membership that's locking you in the matrix, which looks very much like a pyramid. And if it sounds too good to be true, involves crypto and there's a reward system. Those three things alone are what I call a scam. So don't fall victim to it. Don't listen to Megan. And I'm going to be back on live in a few minutes. We've got Warwick. We've got have we really got that many people from New Zealand that have signed up for Megan's thing? Have we got their phone numbers? We better give these guys a ring. So Susie, Warwick from New Zealand, Max from New Zealand, Susie from New Zealand. And you know what's happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. We have had the website for Vibe banned in New Zealand, so I can't go through the database and collect everybody's name and email address. However, there is lovely Avengers that are doing that work for me who are not in New Zealand. Not every scam-busting guru is actually based in New Zealand. I have a team of Avengers that help us fight scams and stop these people. Don't lose your money. Anyway, I'm going to come and tell my story about Craig Watton and Kalpesh Patel once again, and I've got a little bit of exciting story, so I'm going to do that in a few minutes. I'll see you in a few. Have a good ease. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. And remember, do that thing I always tell you to do. We've got a new subscribe button too. Look at this. See? Subscribe. Click. Subscribe. Hit the bell. And if you do that, do you know what I normally do? I actually thank you by cleaning your windows. So I'm going to actually clean the windows now. And this is Sadie, the cleaning lady. Doesn't she do a lovely job? She's absolutely awesome, you know. And sometimes if it doesn't rain, it snows, you know. So we've got snow. It's Christmas time, and it might be cold, you know. But let's show a hand. What do we call that? I'm just trying to click the right button. This isn't not. Let's give a hand to all the people that click the like button today. So thank you very much for doing that, and make sure you are subscribed. It does make a huge difference. 28,000 subscribers. We're flying off the Richter scale at the moment. Quite enjoying the extra subscribers I've had over the last month. Must be doing something right. More than Megan. Anyway, there is other scammers out there, by the way, and we do report other scammers. Stay tuned, and we'll bring you some more scammers. See ya. Thank you, guys. Oops, finish, and goodbye.